Present to you the best Quad City sports talk radio show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, J-Bird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City sports talk radio show. We're not the Quad City sports talk radio show. We are your Quad City sports talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
You are entering a dimension, not of space and time or sight, but of sound. It is the Cinco de Mayo that happened to fall on a Taco Tuesday, which was canceled by a beer named after a Mexican beer. Welcome to the COVID Zone.
What if I told you that Taco Tuesday fell on Cinco de Mayo?
Welcome to the COVID Zone.
Can you believe
And
it?
it was canceled because of it.
Hola, mi amigos, and mi amiga.
I mean, Cinco de Mayo actually falls on a Tuesday, on a Taco Tuesday for the first time in however long. I don't know.
This is not the first time.
Well, it's been the first time in a while.
In 5 years.
Right.
Donde
Because
están las bibliotecas?
Because of the leap year.
Vamos
But
a la
it's-
playa.
You sound like an announcer.
I know, it's really good.
Serge,
You're
I've been
watching
saying this
Univision.
since day one, man.
Cruzo la intersección, dobla a la derecha.
The Twilight Zone.
El
I
quarantino.
can't take it.
But I feel like I know that it
Bummer.
was just. I know it's like 5 years ago. You know,
The
leap
bummer.
year.
Wow, wow, wow.
Well,
Uy, tu chichis
it's
es
probably
muy
4 years
grande.
ago because there's probably 2 leap years in between. So anyway,
It's been a while. I don't know. I know it's been a while. It
it
wasn't
just
last
seems
year.
like it was just.
It's been a while for me, too. Wait, what are we talking about?
Well, we're talking about Taco Tuesday, so we're on the right track.
Close enough.
Taco Tuesday. I did put something out there, but I didn't get any bites, if you will, about places that are having specials that are out there for pickup, curbside pickup or whatnot. I don't know how long. I think it's supposed to rain all day today. We did have the idea of just driving up to our favorite place locally that's close to our house, putting up the hatch in the back, sitting there and having a picnic outside, but not at 40 degrees and rainy.
Why not?
Hace frío, Jay.
At fuego.
That's
No.
Spanish for cold.
So, thank you for listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local here on ESPN.
2015, Jay-Bird.
Also, we apologize.
There you go.
So 5 years. So it was 5 years ago.
Look
Yeah.
at you with your big brain on Jay.
Look at that.
Lo
Time
siento,
flies.
Jay.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
5
As long
years.
as Bonner's here, we're having fun.
That's right.
Oh, Lord.
She's our little protester. She's back from Springfield.
Hey, guys.
She tried to throw a hot dog down Pritzker's throat.
And
Does he
liked
live in
it.
Springfield, or
He
is this
liked it. No, he doesn't.
Fat A live up in
What?
He does not.
Chicago?
He
Why
doesn't.
doesn't
He
Yes,
does not
he
live.
does.
No, he doesn't live in Springfield. I know his wife. I know his whole family's in Florida.
Well, that was.
They
was
just bought
earlier-
a
that was
$15 million
earlier in the
horse
month.
ranch.
That was earlier in the month.
And we're not talking
Is
about
he making
Hidden
his
Valley.
haircut?
Are you because he lives
Or
in
no?
a
Why
Why am I
suburb?
sweating?
Is it because he lives in a suburb? You're saying he doesn't live in
He
Springfield?
doesn't live where we
It's
were.
been that long
when
since
you-
he's been next to me,
at the
folks.
Capitol. He doesn't live at the Capitol. It's not like Quasimodo in his tower. Although
He
it
does
would
look a little
look
bit
just
like
like that.
Yeah. I understand he may not live in the actual state capital, but he lives in the area.
Yes, in a gated community. Well, I think he has a home there, yes. But how often is he there? We don't know.
So what?
Depends on-
All right. So
Depends
you,
on if the taco shack.
so on Friday,
is open
you
next
go
week.
to Springfield to protest. What were you going for?
Being in a lockdown, man.
Yeah, protest lockdown, just constitutional rights. It's not even protesting, it's just standing up for, in my opinion, because you're going to stand up for what is right, and this is not right. Oh, and let me just reiterate today, I walked into the gas station, right? Mm-hmm. And on the door,
Yes.
it says, I'm sweating. On the door is hot. It is hot. You guys...
Even play by play.
Muy caliente.
Muy caliente. There's a sign on the door, and it says,
Barra en fuego.
no mask, no service. And I walked in.
Where? Oh, in Illinois.
Yes. Gas station by my house. And I'm a regular
Sorry,
there. And
love you,
I know the owner and everything like that. So I walk in and I have no mask. He goes, no
course
mask,
you
no
do.
service.
Yeah.
And I said, you're going to ring me up, Sebastian. You're going to ring me up and you're going to like
Yeah,
it.
Sir Bastard.
I said, first of all, the law is you have to wear a mask if you can't be 6 feet away from somebody else. He said, no mask, no service, period. And I said, me? He goes, no, not you, but everybody else, because he knows me.
No, not you. Now, can you leave so the kid can buy a Snickers who's standing behind you with the mask on?
I'll buy him that Snickers. I'll just stay there all day long so that I can do that.
Complying with everything I asked here.
But that just shows you that people are confused, and there's this common misconception that you have to wear a mask or you can't get served, and that's not how it is. That's not even the suggestion.
Over the weekend, I heard a story that a friend of the show stopped by Menards with his kid, who is, I'd say, 11?
Okay.
They said, no, you have to be 16.
Yeah, you can't go shopping.
Why?
I can't take my kids. And when I take my kids groceries, I can't. I have to actually get them a sitter so that I can go buy groceries for my children.
No,
How's
Yeah.
this?
it happened. I can't say no or whatever. Like,
Why?
It actually happened. I have no clue. I just threw out, I don't really get into these things. I just go, that's ageism. You can't do that.
It is ageism.
Yeah,
It's unconstitutional.
Guess where I'll
First and
never shop
foremost.
again? Menards.
Sam's. We had that conversation with him on
Menards sucks anyway.
Was it Thursday? Thursday, remember?
You can never find anything Menards.
Costco, yeah.
They have the worst
Costco,
organization of Menards anywhere. Mm-hmm. I mean, everything's just thrown in a general spot, and something related to it is 300 feet away.
It really is. There's like
It's the worst organized store on the planet.
There's like a ceiling fan and then that green felt AstroTurf right next to it. And you're like,
Yeah.
what does this have to do with anything?
Nothing.
Yeah.
You can't find anybody when
Like,
they
oh,
need
that
somebody.
ceiling fan's made by
That old
Hunter.
gray-haired bastard
That
used to do
ceiling
the
fan's made by
commercials.
Hunter.
He's not there anymore.
The artificial turf
That
thing
old gray-
is Hunter Green.
At Menards. That dude.
Oh, yeah.
He gone.
Yeah, Menards.
Whew.
So,
Still sweating.
well,
Why is it so caliente?
No.
What are you guys doing?
we didn't even send any messages out.
I touched her leg once. I don't know what's going on.
Did you guys turn the heat on or what?
It's just T-Roy, man.
Holy macaroni.
It's me and Jay's 14.5 thousand views.
14.7
Thousand?
Yeah.
What'd you guys do?
You haven't seen it?
Did you lick his feet?
You haven't seen the video?
No, he
What
has,
video?
Shut it down?
Dude, no, he has a
I wasn't
he
on
has a
Facebook all
fan
weekend.
though that calls in. Jill, she loves his feet.
Hi, Chris. Hi, girl. Wait, what are you talking about?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I get to watch it?
Yeah, you get to watch.
Okay. Oh my God.
For those of you who
Shut up.
It's
haven't
about
watched,
ready to get hotter.
we made a video for Pines.
Yeah, why are you guys doing this to me?
We made a video for Pines for when we did our carry out, and thanks for everyone for viewing and all the comments and everything else and the shares. We really appreciate it. We had fun doing it, and it's a spoof of the Saturday Night Live. And honestly, and Serge, my apologies to you because when I posted it, I didn't tag you. It really, if Serge wouldn't have showed up to help us do it, it wouldn't
Look
have.
how serious Jay is.
Sergi is definitely the
As a cinematographer,
cinematographer.
I no
for
problemo,
sure.
Jay.
yeah. If it wasn't for Serge, we wouldn't have been able to do it. So anyway, you can go to the Pines Facebook page. I know I shared it. We made a TikTok, and you guys all know what happened. When we said Friday we weren't going to be there, people were like, "What are you working on?" And I don't think we disappointed in any sense whatsoever. So we will not have curbside this Sunday during Mother's Day at Pines, but we will have we'll still continue to make videos for you. But I will tell you this. I brought this up yesterday. I want to bring it up now while they're over there laughing. It's Teacher Appreciation Week this week, and at Vans on Competition Drive there in Bettendorf by the Betplex, they've got a special that you can do for gift cards. If you go in and you buy a $20 gift card, they will put $25 on it. They'll put $5 more, but it will be worth $25. How's that? So it'll be a $20. You buy a $20 gift card. It'll be worth $25. They'll add $5 extra to it. The idea is that to give a gift card to the teacher in your home, the homeschool teacher, and maybe buy a second one and send it and give it to your kid's favorite teacher.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to pass out.
You send it to your kids. Send it to your kid's favorite teacher out there because it's Teacher Appreciation Week, and I can't listen to that song anymore. It's on a scroll.
Oh my God.
So that's on Competition Drive, Bettendorf. Go to Vans. Teacher Appreciation Week. Reach out to them. You know they're working hard still, and they like to hear from your kids. And I hope everyone's maintaining during this whole thing. Also today, student season tickets for the University of Iowa 2020 football and the 2021 men's basketball went on sale today. The University of Iowa students can purchase season tickets for the 7 home football games for $150. Men's basketball season tickets are $75. The men's basketball schedule will be released this summer. All University of Iowa students currently enrolled for the fall semester can purchase season tickets at HawkeyeSports.com/student tickets. So, I mean, not bad for basketball. I mean, that's really, really good. 75, just over $20 a game for the football. But who knows if we're going to have it. But just give you guys that information. This week, the NFL is going to release their schedule.
Uh-huh.
Do you think they're going to, right? Remember last year how cool the releases were on Twitter? Do you think they're going to... I would assume they're going to do something...
It'd be pretty cool.
I mean, last year was really, really neat. So... I hope they do it. I just don't know.
Once again, the NFL just setting the standard, man.
Who's gonna make the COVID joke in along there, like no fans or something like that, where it's just silence instead of like have music in the background.
Silencio.
Because there was ones that there were Game of Thrones references last year. There was one where the Saints made a spoof about the Falcons. Sorry, the people that were down 28-3, up 28-3, lost. They made a spoof on the Saints in a pass interference called during theirs. That was really good because the band, when the Saints go marching in and then they got run over and the referee calls no foul. There's all kinds of great ones from last year. I should pull up that ESPN 1170am.com. I think, and back then, yeah, we were ESPN 93.5. But I know I put it like the best of out there. So I'm really looking forward to the NFL and the releasing that. We touched upon it yesterday when we did our Mount Rushmore Monday about Don Shula. But dear Lord, I mean, I don't think we gave him enough credit, T. Right?
No, we didn't. It was later on that I started to like getting a little deeper into what. So 328 wins, most all time, second to Papa Bear House.
It's number two. He's number one. No, he's number one.
Yeah, he's number one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then at number 2 is Papa Bear House.
Yes,
my bad. And then he won back-to-back Super Bowls. I want to say 70, 71. Or no. Something. He won back-to-back.
Oh, gotcha.
Super
Yeah,
Bowls. Yeah.
72.
He won back-to-back Super Bowls.
He was 2-4 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He won. Yes, he won it in 72 and 73. He went undefeated then.
There you go. That's what it was.
He got 328 wins. He has 20 seasons that he coached a team to double-digit wins. He only was finished below 500 2 times. He was the AP NFL Coach of the Year 4 times. He was the Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year in 1993. And there was a nice article on ESPN.com that was published yesterday about his greatest victory was overcoming his most devastating defeat. What people don't realize is he was also the coach of the Baltimore Colts.
Yeah, they lost to the Jets.
They did lose to the Jets.
To Joe Willie Namath.
And he was the first time that they had lost to the upstart league, right?
Yep.
So it was one of those things. He actually was let go. He was fired the next season because the owner couldn't get over the loss of the Super Bowl because his buddies, his rich friends in New York would constantly give him a hard time about losing to the Jets. So that was really the thing. Don Shula talks about that getting over that loss is his greatest victory. But I do like his quote also in this. There was talks at that time. The author says that he made the mistake of asking Don Shula if the '98 New York Yankees qualified as a perfect team. They went 125 and 50 overall. That includes playoffs in that year. Shula just barked back, "Perfect? I have a lot of respect for Joe Torre and the Yankees, but who said what they did last year was perfect? I mean, perfect is perfect." Depends on where you fall on the 72 Dolphins. You know, there's always one team at the end of the year that's undefeated, and then, the 72 Dolphins popping champagne, you know.
Hey, they still have it, so.
In other news, the U.S. women's national team suffered their first defeat in a very, very long time. Judge R. Gary Klausner said the woman had not provided enough evidence of pay discrimination to take the issue to the scheduled June 16th trial that they were trying to take to the Supreme Court. According to Klausner, the United States women's national team...
I thought they lost on the...
No, they didn't. In a court of law. In a court of law, buddy. And they're not happy, bud.
Well, I just saw a commercial with that stupid Megan Rapinoe last night, and I know what I won't. I know what I'll be taken out of my... So apparently Smirnoff thinks it's a good thing to get behind that broad.
See,
yeah. Smirnoff, stick it. You're out of every bar.
So she's the spokesperson for Smirnoff now?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
According to Klausner, the United States women's national team rejected an offer to be paid under the same pay-to-play structure as the men in 2017.
Works both ways.
Opting instead for a deal that promised more security, a higher base compensation, but a lower pay ceiling. Judge Klausner said that the plaintiffs cannot now retroactively deem their contract worse than the men's contract when they themselves rejected such a structure. Klausner also concluded that from 2015 to 2019, the women were paid more than the men by the United States Soccer Association.
How about that?
That's not plugged in. So.
It is plugged in. Rapinoe went on Good Morning America. She pointed out that while the women did in fact make more than the men over the past 5 years, it's because the women won 2 World Cups and played more games, as the men failed to even qualify for theirs.
Good for you.
They are going to appeal.
How about this? Beat the men.
Ooh. No,
What?
he didn't.
Yeah, I did. Go out and play the men. See who wins. Well, we're all equal, right?
Every once in a
Come on, you
while.
feminists. You want to ruin America? I'll ruin it. I'll go
never
right
said
with
we
you.
are equal. I do not agree with that statement.
Oh, I'm just saying I want the feminists to step up. Let's go.
Every once in a great while, you've got your anti-hassler that says, stick to sports.
This is
Don't
sports.
talk
Let's go.
politics. Don't do this, that. How dare you have a Disney draft?
Which was awesome.
Joe Biden stepped in on May 2nd on Twitter, and he even added him. You know the whole don't at me? He doesn't care.
He doesn't know where he is.
He said at U.S. women's national team, don't give up this fight. This is not over yet.
Ugh.
And then doubled down and said at U.S. soccer, equal pay now. Or else when I'm president, you can go elsewhere for World Cup funding.
So I can sniff you.
Yeah, he'll never be president. Good luck with that, Joe.
No, dude. You guys are weird.
Beat the men.
They're not gonna.
They get paid more than them anyway.
They're not gonna beat the men.
Hey, I'm just saying, put money on the line.
I will.
ESPN last night at 1 in the or today at 1 in the morning had live baseball on. The NC Dinos
Who's that?
from the Korean baseball organization.
NC as in what?
I don't know what the NC stands
Is
for.
it short for NNC?
Beat the Samsung Lions 4-0.
That sounds like a TV.
Yeah. You nailed it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so confused right now.
The Samsung Lions. Huh.
That's right.
So if we lived in Korea, we could buy our own baseball team
Sure.
and name it after us?
Absolutely.
You're interested in the Samsung Lions?
I want to call mine the Leah Bombers.
Well, the Lions, which they look similar to the... No, that's not it. The Lions were one of the top teams of the 2010s, pulling off 4 straight championships from 2011 to 2014. But they have...
So they're the exact opposite of the Detroit Lions.
But they have fallen... but they have fallen off a cliff since their glory run.
Uh-oh.
In recent years, the international scouting for the Lions has fallen short.
Oh, no.
That's right. Now,
Now, do they get players of all over the world, or are they just Korean players?
no, they get players from all over the world. The Dinos are one of the younger teams in the KBO, playing their first season in 2013.
Is their mascot a purple dinosaur?
I don't know. We have to look it up, because I am going to look it up, because I want to do a power ranking of their logos later.
I'm on it.
All right, thank you. Washington National slugger Eric Thames became a star with the Dinos during his first 3-season stint from 2014-16, hitting .381 with 47 homers, 42 doubles, 140 RBIs, 40 stolen bases in 2016. He won the league's MVP.
And did he go on and play in the major leagues after that?
Yes, he is. Yeah, now he plays for. He played for the Brewers, and now he's playing for the Nationals.
Look at that.
Well, there
Matt
you go.
Williams is the manager for the Kia Tigers. They look like the Detroit
Wild Thing?
Tigers.
Matt Williams, Wild
No,
Thing?
no,
Do
no.
you want to know what
Oh,
do you
the
want the
third baseman
Dinos?
for the San Francisco
do you want
Giants.
the Dinos
Is it the
mascot
Dinos
name?
or Dinos?
Dinos.
Celino y los Dinos. I like
Well, their
Selena a lot.
mascot's
That was
name
Yeah.
is Swole Daddy.
Swolled Addy.
Swole
Swole.
Daddy.
Swole Daddy.
Yeah,
So
he's
is it a
ripped.
purple dildo?
Is he a
Wait,
rapper?
what?
That would be a good name.
It's a green dinosaur.
I might have one of
The
those.
green Dan.
I have a mascot.
Dude, look at Swole Daddy.
Swole Daddy. Oh, he is swole too.
Can't see.
Look at that. He's an early favorite. He's an early favorite for the best
my front runner right
mascot.
there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Power
I don't
Rangers.
have one.
Boobs on a dinosaur?
No. that's
It might
pecs.
be.
By the way, if I want my team mascot to be that guy that plays Datasaur on TikTok, I I want the dinosaur dude to be our mascot. He's great.
Who's the dinosaur?
You're a TikTok wizard now. You know everything.
yeah.
about
No, I
TikTok.
just found this dinosaur fella.
Your
And
question.
everything on TikTok sucks other
You're
than
TikTok famous.
Oh my god.
Well, that I
I'm
am.
so over TikTok, you guys.
And
This dinosaur guy you guys see though.
Good
your
buddy,
questions
like, oh.
about foreign players. In previous seasons, if a foreign player was not performing to expectations, teams could
They execute him?
easily make a roster change and sign a replacement. Perhaps a AAA player by the All-Star game.
We will behead you with a samurai sword. This is North Korea.
With it looking as if
Not
minor
anymore.
league baseball might not have a 2020 season and with travel restrictions in place, teams will need to commit to an entire season with their foreign players regardless of performance.
And this is all played in South Korea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
So there,
Hey.
if you go to ESPN.com, you can have an entire power rankings.
Is the team in Seoul called the Seoul
Storyline.
Souls?
Anyway, going back to
No?
there's you want me to give there's the Hanwha Eagles.
Oh, hold on. I got to write these down, Jay.
Write that down.
Hanwha? Is that Hanwha?
WHA, yeah, Eagles.
Hanwha.
They have one of the most passionate fan bases in the entire KBO.
Are they like dumb Eagle fans here?
They
in the
stay
States?
from start to finish, no matter what the score is. They are considered like the Chicago Cubs. They have not won very much. Like there was a curse, the lovable losers, but they have.
Whoa, Jason.
There's the Doosan Bears.
How do you spell Doosan?
DOOSAN. They are the defending champions and the team to beat in the Korean baseball organization. It is located in the capital city of Seoul.
Okay.
Spell it. Don't tell him.
SEOUL.
Smart.
I still think they should be the Seoul Souls.
They have lost the reigning MVP to the Brewers, Josh Lindblom. They gave that pitcher a 3-year, $9.125 million
Where's
contract.
Hanwha located? What city is that later?
I don't know. Can we
Come
just
on,
move
man.
on?
No, I want details.
I told you about the Kia Tigers, who are now managed by
Kia like the
former
car?
National League. Yes, Kia.
Kia.
Former National League Manager of the Year, Matt Williams.
Okay.
Then there's the Kiwoom Heroes.
Mm.
KIWOOM
Okay.
Heroes.
Oh my.
They are considered on-field
Heroes? Like a sandwich? Or like you're my
Heroes.
superhero?
It's like a superhero, yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Is a hero a sandwich?
Hero is.
Hero.
It's spelled the same way though, so I don't understand why that's relevant.
GYROS.
I
That's
told
like-
you
there's
said
that's a hero.
they're considered the on-field rebels. Although Korean baseball tends to be more conservative, with players routinely looking toward the dugouts for signs, these guys have an aggressive playing style, meaning they steal bases when they want. There's
Well, they
also a
just
whole thing
popped
about
out of the
backflips.
Kiwoom. That's why.
Backflips is a big thing.
Backflips. I love backflips.
The youngest team in the KBO is the KT Wiz.
And that's K and T.
Just KT Wiz.
Whiz.
Yep.
Like you had to take a pee on
They
the side
are
of the
backed
road.
by a 20-year-old first baseman.
Okay.
But
Is,
yeah, they
is
don't-
his
they
name
don't do-
Anthony Wizzo?
No. It's Backho Kang.
You cracked yourself up
His
there.
name's Backho who?
Backho Kang. He has been compared to Kyle Schwarber.
Kong, like K-O-A-N?
K-A-N-G.
Kang.
Kang.
Backho Kang.
I have not gone through any of this translation
That's
yet.
my
so.
new favorite player, Backho Kang.
Okay. Then you have the LG Twins.
Oh,
That's the
jeez.
TV. LG Twins.
Uh-huh.
They got 2 TVs in the outfield. They look like the LG Twins.
And you have the
Sorry.
Who's
the
else?
Lotte Giants. Lotte Giants.
Giants, huh?
Julio Franco is a member of the team's coaching staff.
Julio. He had a great batting stance.
Then you have the NC Dinos.
NC
I gave you the Samsung Lions.
Dinos.
And then finally, the SK Wyverns.
Hold on. Samsung Lions.
Yes.
I got one more too, Jay.
Oh, what did I miss out?
The Hyundai Unicorns.
No.
Oh,
where am I
buddy.
at?
Can't forget about the unicorns.
All right, you
Yeah,
guys got to redo these last
Where's
two.
my team at?
Hyundai. The car Hyundai. So that's
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Are you sure they're still a team?
A Hyundai
No,
Unicorns?
I'm not at all.
They're not a team?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
So those are question mark. Who's the other team, Jay?
The SK Wyverns.
They were. They're not anymore. You're
Okay.
right.
All right, so they're out of the league. Okay, who SK as in like
SK.
S dot
yep.
K got dot?
Nope, just no dots, just the letters right there.
SK what are they?
Wyverns. WYVERNS.
What's a wyvern?
That's a great question. The
Stack
Wyverns
it.
are one of the more analytically driven organizations in the KBO and have been one of the top teams in the league.
Korean baseball organization.
Tomorrow morning at 5:30, you can see the Doosan Bears take on the LG Twins on ESPN or ESPN2. Thursday morning at 5:30, you can see the Dinos versus Samsung Lions. And also on Friday at 5:30, you can see the Kia Tigers versus Samsung Lions. And if you're up late on Saturday night, before last call at the bar at 1 a.m., going into Sunday, Saturday night into Sunday, before last call
Last
at the
call
bar.
is 8 o'clock now, Jay.
Oh, yeah. Bar's open. The LG Twins versus the NC Dinos.
But we ain't got no last call, Lieutenant Dan.
We ain't got no last call.
So the KBO, I didn't watch it this morning or last night or anything like that.
Who's your
it's
team?
It's a rebroadcast. That's
Are you
a
an
great
LG
question.
twin? Who's your team? Are you taking the LG Twins?
I feel like why put yourself up for that type of punishment? I think don't you kind of feel like you want to go with the aggressive team, the Kiwoom Heroes? But I tell you what, that swole dude,
I don't like how there's
Dinos.
womb in the name. That's
Yeah.
Kiwoom.
that creeps me out a little bit.
Yeah, I
How's
kind of
this-
like the KD Whiz kids.
I like Kia just because it gets good gas mileage. So maybe they.
Well, we gotta figure this out. We gotta pick our team.
If I know what a wyvern is, maybe I can make my.
Serge?
Is that like a?
Yeah.
What's a wyvern beast? And don't say murder hornet. Oh, you didn't know? It's a murder hornet.
Oh, man.
It's on its way here.
Hey, do the big giant bumblebees? The big black ones. Do they? They're about that yay big. Do they have a stinger on them?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yes.
Okay.
If they're male.
Well, see, I don't know. I killed one. I couldn't see the stinger.
Jay, a wyvern is a legendary bipedal dragon with a tail often ending in a diamond or arrow-shaped tip.
Ooh, that's pretty badass.
That's what my Tinder profile says.
That's the tattoo I got on my back.
It's Tira's TikTok bio.
That's right. I'm a wyvern.
It's right next to my fans only link.
So if you're looking for players that are standing out, first baseman for is it Latte or Lotte Giants?
Sure.
Daeho Lee is he's the Albert Pujols of the KBO.
Is that the Russian mafia?
KBO?
Oh, that's KBG.
No. Korean baseball organization. There is a right-handed pitcher for the LG Twins, American Casey Kelly. He's the Red Sox first-round pick in 2008. He became a top prospect for the Padres, but he had Tommy John surgery in 2013. Bounced around the minors for a while before he landed in the KBO. Let's see. Who else is out there? Yeah. You can go to ESPN. That's enough about the KBO. We'll just have to pick our teams later. We do have to take a break. We went further, about 10 minutes further than we normally do. T-Ray, read something. I already talked about Vans. Go to Vans on Competition Drive in Bettendorf in front of the TBK. Get a gift card, and you can give it for Teacher Appreciation Week. The teacher will appreciate it.
Dankeschön.
But let me first tell you about Bayside Bistro in the Village of East Davenport.
Lay it on me, bombs.
Bayside Bistro is not your ordinary sandwich shop, Troy,
How so?
because you won't find deli meat on their menu. Yeah, they don't. They only use fresh ingredients, and orders are made to order from scratch.
That sounds delicious already.
Paninis. Do you like paninis?
I love bananas.
Have you ever had the Bayside Poor Boy?
I've heard about it. Yeah.
And the roasted
had
beet
it.
green bean salad.
That sounds really good.
I know, I want some. Bayside Bistro has an incredible menu that specializes in what?
Deliciousness.
That's right. And don't forget about their smoothies and fresh juices that they make and their incredible dinner entrees. But don't take mine and Troy's word for it. Check out their Facebook page and read the over 500 recommendations from guests. Stop by Bayside Bistro today at 1105 Christie Street in the East Village of Davenport.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is Rachel Alger with St. Ambrose University, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
These are uncertain times, but we at First Midwest Bank remain strong, remain committed to our clients, to our communities. And we want those who are uncertain in these uncertain times to know that even though we currently all need to stay apart, we are all in this together. First Midwest Bank. To learn more about how we're helping our clients adjust through this difficult period, visit firstmidwest.com. Member FDIC.
The Will Kane Show.
Pippen may have been one of the best players in NBA history. but he played under one of the worst contracts in sports memory. Scottie Pippen was Michael Jordan's wingman. He was his Robin. Pippen is underappreciated. Michael Jordan said, every time my name comes up, Scottie Pippen's should come up. Pippen signed an extension with the Chicago Bulls. He signed a 7-year deal that essentially paid him a little over $2 million a year. 7-year, $18 million deal. And it became one of the worst contracts in the NBA. Pippen was the 122nd highest paid player in the league, the 6th highest paid player on the Bulls, and it ate at Scottie. It bothered him.
The Will Kane Show, 2 till 5 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
See, very intrigued by the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
I think steak is one of the most overrated foods. When people say, what's the meal you want, the best meal you can have, people say a good ribeye, a good New York strip, and I just think that those are overrated. And I'm always going to go maybe some seafood, some nice chicken dish. I just prefer that stuff over the steak.
I firmly disagree with that assessment.
I think most people would.
The most overrated food is lobster. It's the cockroach of the sea. That's right, I said it.
These are shocking things. All right, put it on the poll, Guillermo. Is steak overrated? Is lobster overrated? Do you eat the fat? Because Stugatz is saying the fat is the best thing. I don't think a lot of people think the fat is the best thing. Do they?
It's so good. Like, you ever just grill a ribeye and at the very end on the edges, there's that fatty part of it.
Oh,
it is
right in the garbage.
Right off the garbage. I'm going to throw you in the garbage. What's the matter with you?
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Big Brothers Big Sisters is in need of plant sale volunteers Wednesday, May 6th through Friday, May 8th. Now is a great time to volunteer for a 3-hour shift to load deliveries into cars or be a delivery driver dropping off flower orders on customers' porches. This is a great way to support one-to-one youth mentoring in the Quad Cities. Social distancing will be in practice during this event. To volunteer, go to plantsale.org and click to volunteer.
Sheedy Family Chiropractic is your choice for chiropractic care in the Quad Cities. Chronic problems, joint pain, or recent injury, don't let pain slow you down. Sheedy Family Chiropractic in Davenport can help decrease your pain and improve range of motion, keeping your busy life moving. Same-day appointments available most days for new patients and $20 sports physicals. Call today or visit SheedyChiro.com. That's SHEEDY Chiro.com. Sheedy Family Chiropractic, getting you back to work, play, and life.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KPOB.
Like Finland baseball is amazing.
Is he hot?
No, it's Finnish. It's sport.
Oh.
Which is not the one we're used to. 47 years ago today, Secretariat won the 99th running of the Kentucky Derby.
And the first leg of the Triple Crown.
The winning time of 1 minute 59 seconds remains the course record. And by the end of 1973, Secretariat had become just the 9th horse to win the Triple Crown. Sir Barton won the first Triple Crown in 1919, and the next 7 winners were all bunched together across the ensuing 28 years. But after Citation won in 1948, the sport endured a 25-year Triple Crown drought before Secretariat came along. The big picture is, in most competitions that require speed or power, technological innovations in training or equipment make it difficult for records to last that long. Track and field's oldest world record is in the women's 800-meter race. It was set in 1983. While no swimming record
Did she
is...
make the same as a man? Did
Well,
they
no
both get a gold
swimming
medal?
record is more than 12 years old.
What? I know. I'm just checking to make sure. Did she get a gold medal just like
But
the
in
man?
1973, Secretariat set the record
Only
at
fair
all
if
three
her and the
legs.
man got the same size gold medal, Jay.
All three legs in 1973, Secretariat set the record at all three legs of the Triple Crown, and all three still stand
I agree
today.
with
I don't love you.
Sorry, Dad.
That's unbelievable. All three records of the stand to this day.
Set by Secretariat.
When
Yeah.
were they set? What year?
73.
70. Well, we need to.
So there was no wonder
get
when they
on
did
that.
the virtual derby of
I was not
17 winners? Wasn't that what they did over the weekend? They
So
did
they
a
had
virtual?
better horse steroids back in 73 than they do now?
No, he didn't. Come on, Secretariat. Don't talk about Secretariat like that.
Oh.
Who?
Just joking. So he was he was a freak of a horse.
Yes.
That's not been seen since.
We've
Not
not
an
on one of
athlete.
those. What?
Not an athlete, he's a horse.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in 1999, ESPN did their Sports Century's Greatest Athletes, and they had Secretariat ranked higher than Walter Payton.
But curious,
Wow.
I
I lost
just want to
my
know,
mind.
did Secretariat make equal to the women's winner that year?
Well, no, made more.
Oh, made
He
more
was-
than
and
I don't know.
He was paid to stud a lot more as well.
Huh.
Stud? Paid to stud. What does that mean?
He was paid to stud.
Spread a seed.
That happens a lot around here.
The biggest thing going on right now is The Last Dance and Michael Jordan. We talked about it yesterday. But Chicago Bulls merchandise sale is up like over 500%. Michael Jordan not just rookie, basketball cards are being sold all over the internet
Cool.
at an alarming rate.
And we got a new name for a douche.
Who's that?
It's called Being a Jerry.
Oh, Being a Jerry.
Being a Jerry, where'd
Yep.
that come from? I missed it.
Well, we figured it out yesterday that in the 90s, two Jerrys ruined my sports life.
Okay.
Jerry Jones and Jerry Krause. So instead of being a Karen, you're being a Jerry.
Being a Jerry.
And in our world, we replaced Karen with Barb. So you got Barb and Jerry written up on the board there.
All right. Good to know. I'm gonna
Just to catch both of you guys up, you weren't here
take a
yesterday. I just
mental
want to
note
let
of
you know. So, but think about it. As you watch this, Sergio, did you watch last two episodes?
Nope, I haven't watched one yet. I'm waiting.
And you know what's happening. But anyway, it's more and more apparent how much disdain the entire team has for Krause.
Right.
Every player, not just Mike.
Right.
Which, again, talking yesterday, makes it crazy that Reinsdorf allowed this to happen.
It is insane.
To allow this team to just fizzle away. It is very, very bad.
Mistake.
It sucked. Jordan had so many good years left.
No.
Yeah, he did.
We're coming up on episodes 7 and 8, and obviously the baseball talk is what's going to happen. What's going to be going on?
Okay.
Couple things I want to ask you. One, could Michael Jordan reach the major league, reach the MLB,
No.
the majors, the bigs, the
No.
shell?
Should he have been able to?
Do you think he would have made it?
No.
No.
Nope.
Well, didn't he play against the Cubs?
No. Oh, that might back then. It might have been just an exhibition because they weren't doing crosstown rivalry then.
And the only reason he even got that opportunity is because of who he was.
I could remember.
Okay,
I heard
so that's the question.
Carey announcing
Does
Michael
it-
Jordan hitting a double off.
Are
the
you
Cubs.
going to say yes? He would have. Yes, but it would have been exhibition. It wouldn't have been. They
Okay.
weren't doing cross.
I'm just asking.
Then Bomber.
Yes.
Does he make the bigs based on talent or name?
Name. 100%. Michael Jordan was the GOAT in basketball, but as far as basketball or baseball is concerned, they would have used him for sales, for promotions, for publicity, things of that nature. He wasn't a baseball player. Those are my thoughts. What do you think?
Well, when you're talking about his 40 time, what we
Mm-hmm.
should have been going to do
What do you think, Jay?
is catching some passes.
Okay.
What's your opinion?
It's hard to figure out because he stepped away from baseball in 95.
Right.
R.J. Anderson of CBS Sports reached out to some of Jordan's minor league teammates, and I highly doubt you're going to find people that are going to say bad things about him, right?
Right.
He did carry over his work ethic into baseball. And
For sure.
Former Barons reliever Barry Johnson said, I prided myself on my work ethic and getting to the field and putting in the work, and you could not beat him to the field. He was there taking extra batting practice before batting practice. We'd play our games, and he was the last one there. Finishing up with Mike Barnett, our hitting coach. I'm seriously thinking from dollars and cents standpoint, this guy does not need to work this hard. There were some other things, though. They wanted to, Terry Francona, who was the manager, and we talked about now he's still good friends with him. He wanted to move Jordan from right field to left field to make up for his weak arm, but upstairs said nope. That's where he wants to play. That's where he's going to play. Some of his teammates do believe he could have made the big leagues if he had kept playing.
Okay.
No.
I agree with Serge 100% here.
Johnson went on to say, if you look at what he accomplished during the Birmingham season, and if you look at the season as a whole, you zero in on the batting average, but seeing what kind of production he did from the midway point on, and then going out to the fall league and competing against everyone's top prospects, and the numbers are even better. Being with him on a daily basis for 6 months and knowing how much work he put into it, I don't think it's a big of a stretch to see him in a big league uniform.
It would have taken a few years.
Now imagine he wasn't MJ of the Chicago Bulls and he wasn't who we knew. Would he have tried out for the MLB and made it? No, he wouldn't have.
No. Okay, so I think he still would have finished right where he did. I think he got signed by a team and assigned to Double-A.
And then sent back.
Played, and then, I mean, if he played 3 or 4 years there, maybe he could have gotten up to the bigs. But, okay, when it says zeroed in on his batting average, you want to know what it was? 152.
He did, yeah.
7 hits.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Jordan's batting average with the Birmingham Barons?
No, it's 202. 202, 3 home runs, 51 RBIs, 30 stolen bases in 127 games.
That's not MLB status.
So maybe up until that exhibition game with the Cubs, I think maybe it was
that's it.
150
but
after that.
That's where it got better. Like they said,
you got better from 152?
That's 50 points higher, yeah. I mean, that's really good. 3 home runs, 51 RBIs, 30 stolen bases.
Nowhere else to go.
Right.
Stolen bases.
The stolen bases is what I
30 stolen bases, 120.
Okay,
that's one
because
every 4
he was
games.
athletically gifted and an incredible athlete, obviously.
That's what I'm saying. I think
his sport is basketball. His sport is not baseball.
I think it would have taken him a few years to get up to.
You can't retrain. I think that you're born with the talents that you're born with, and of course you can emphasize them and do all that, but like you can't turn Rizzo into a basketball player.
He had taken so many years off of baseball that his skill, because he was a good baseball player,
right?
Coming out of high school, he was very good.
You know what his nickname was when he was a kid?
Ears.
Slugger.
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Was it? He was a good pitcher.
Yeah.
He threw a bunch of no hitters when he was a kid.
So I think if I'm with Serge, give him a couple years.
Yeah.
Let him fine tune everything.
So
and maybe he does make it.
I'll say this: that first year, no, he did not belong in the bigs. Right. Double-A fine. If it was just a year or so, no, he would not have made it to the show. But give him 3 years, maybe. Okay, I'll give you that. I mean, it's Michael Jordan.
Right.
Athletically, there's
But that's saying if
he has no boundaries.
Could he play football?
Yeah,
could have played football. Sure.
Yeah.
NFL?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. You give it.
Once he found ways,
he had
maybe.
4.3 speed.
Yeah. Once you give him that training.
What position?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver slot.
But he's so tall.
6'6".
Who's gonna go up and get the ball
for a receiver? That's not that tall. That's perfect.
Yeah.
You know what? I would really like to see him play in an NFL game. To be honest with you.
He would.
Yeah.
He's
4'3".
Do you see that
Okay,
hat?
so not only is he lightning fast,
I mean, that's crazy.
but he's also
No, what does it say?
He could jump through the roof.
Right. So they're talking about Usain Bolt being in the NFL.
Right.
And that all we know about him is his speed. Now
we don't know
toss in
high jump.
Right, toss in other athletic ability like Jordan has. Yeah, of course you can make it in the NFL.
Jordan's hands.
But less than 1% of the top athletes in the nation make it to the NFL. So I would want to see.
Jordan's a 1%er.
But not for football players, is my point.
I think he probably could have been.
I don't know. That's pushing it, guys.
I don't think.
No, why?
Why?
How is that pushing
Wide out.
Look at his hands.
Because if you've seen the
his
NFL
speed.
tryouts,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of tests. It's not just speed. Speed is not
Right.
the only test.
Right.
Could he have been in the top 1% for every other test that they have? Agility, hands, all that?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
How can we prove this, though? We haven't seen it.
Well, you can't prove it. So that like arguing about it is kind of pointless. This is going to be 100%
I watch him
opinion.
run and catch a basketball
yeah.
in the air, flying through the air and
And
catch a basketball.
honestly, I kind of want to think that he couldn't because I want his sport to be basketball forever and
Right.
ever. And I don't
Well,
wanna
you have this dream vision
You
of
got
Mike.
that,
Yes, I get it, but like you have to understand that
Well, and I want to think that you're born with the ability that you have in the sport that you're
the abilities
you're
that
talented
he had
in.
in basketball would transfer to football a lot easier than baseball.
Yes.
I would have loved. I wish he would have gone into football. That would have been amazing. But he was not beefy. You know what I mean?
He didn't get beefy until later on, as he started like right around now, like
I
well,
could see
not now,
LeBron
but when they
playing
started
football
showing
before Jordan.
Right.
He got beefy in 90, like 91, like the off season they already showed it, like he beefed up then.
Don't you think?
But he was 6'6". What, he got up to about 215?
He got a little heavier, yeah.
He was at like 200 or 195, and they put like 20 pounds of
Now,
beef on him.
here's this one. You just said you'd rather see LeBron on a football field. Would LeBron be a better football player than Michael Jordan?
I
Yes.
think so. That's what I said.
110%.
Thank
LeBron's
you.
bigger. LeBron would be a great tight
LeBron
end.
is a freak of nature physically when it comes to
And honestly, I'm
just
gonna
talk
say
about
this.
size. 6'8", 280,
Yeah.
260, whatever.
And his agility for that size is insane.
He did a promotion for his high school alma mater where he got their entire football team new equipment, new uniforms, and he came out donning their new uniforms in full football gear.
And he probably looked exactly like he belonged
Yeah.
in that gear.
Looks like Michael Irvin.
Okay. So you can see where I come from when I say that Jordan versus LeBron. LeBron looks like he belongs on a football field, whereas Jordan looks like he belongs on a basketball court. Do you know what I mean? Like their talents collectively.
El Padre de Sergio has a question on the Harrington's Facebook thread here. Who would be a better end, Ditka, Jordan, or God?
Jordan.
Trick question.
No.
Ditka is God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Ditka, because he was.
Yeah, it would be Ditka, yeah.
So we're getting closer to the thing of stepping away from basketball for a little bit.
Yeah.
And this is what's going to heat up. And the same thing that you have, again, any happy hour or whatnot. Did Jordan walk away because of gambling? Did Stern make him walk away?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Not at all.
Okay.
Jordan walked away because of the press and because of Sam Smith's book.
I think he was done too. I think he was done.
We're talking about the first walk away.
Oh, his dad died too.
He walked away before his dad died, I thought.
No, it was after.
It had a combination to do with the book and
Yeah,
his dad passing. Then.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with
He didn't walk
gambling.
away till September of 1993. The season was just about to start. I remember where I was.
Okay.
So it's not like he won it in June and then turned around and said, like, I'm done. His father was murdered in between.
But he never got, it weighed on him forever. That's all he talked about in most interviews it affected him. He played for his dad. He said that many times too.
He also played because Dolores made him play. His mom was the one that's in charge. Without him, his mom, the Nike deal would have never happened.
The Sam Smith and the Sam Smith guy and me, I was telling Amy, and I'm going to sneeze, so excuse me.
Bless you.
Coronavirus.
Not a symptom.
Not a symptom. No.
Yeah, everything's a symptom.
But
my son does that every day.
Nice, good.
He wrote a book, but what I call that book is just basically print journalism in a hardback.
Lots of pictures.
What are you talking about?
Sam Smith's book. The Jordan
He was an
Rule.
investigative journalist before he became a sports journalist.
It was just all right. Then it's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's just rag magazine journalism. Then he just pulled up dirt on Mike just to pull up dirt on Mike, just to try to find anything to put a dent in the Teflon.
Oh, I like
He
that.
did it to sell money. Or to sell money, to make money.
That's why everybody
sell books.
Yeah.
He did it just to sell books because people would read it about Jordan. What do they want to read? What does everybody love? They love to watch the guy in the top fall. And Sam Smith did it 100%. And he did it on purpose. He's a douche. He knew what he did when he did it. Listen, this is what the majority of journalists
You're right.
Journalists
I
are
get
these
you,
days,
yeah.
Jay. He was the beginning of it. It was before you're getting clicks and whatever else on the interweb. All he wanted to do was sell some books, but maybe he wouldn't sell so many papers, or maybe he wasn't getting so many things. Was he a Tribune writer, or was he Sun Times? I can't remember which one he was, but he went out, he did it on purpose. Oh, let's see what anybody got to bet. What's something they have behind the scenes? Oh, he took a swing at Purdue the other day. Well, what did Purdue do? Did they get in it? Did Purdue actually hit him in the face during a heated practice? You knew he was competitive. You think Will Purdue couldn't withstand a punch from Michael Jordan? Big dummy Will Purdue. I'm sure he was fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't report that to me. Like that proves that Michael's a douche.
I will agree with you that, and it's even if you go back and if you listen to like Simmons and Russillo on Bill's podcast when they talk about just what you're talking about, T-Roy, that we build these guys up and eventually one person's going to say, I'm going against the grain. Just like you come across anybody else who like when that's our age and you're like, you talk about Jordan and they're like, I was always a contrarian. I liked this person because everyone else liked Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Where I was a Pippen guy on the Bulls instead of Jordan, or I was Dominique, or I was Isaiah, or just to be a contrarian. Well, eventually you're going to have a journalist that's like, this guy can't be God.
Right, and
When they
it was
go
all
out, they dig whatever else is
sensationalism.
up,
That's
yeah.
what it was. I was losing the track of the word. He just wanted, it was sensationalism, and he wanted to take it and go, well, let's see what we can do to just put a little chink in his armor. Dent in the Teflon, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And it was whatever. He made his money. What did Mike say, by the way? I contributed nothing to that book.
Yeah.
Right, but he did without contributing.
I want to continue talking about this. I want to continue talking about
So
Michael
there's
Jordan.
no way for Michael to even
I wanna-
debunk or say, well, this is what really happened.
I'm going to tell you
contest
why
it.
people believe that it's the idea of a Stern, why he said, like, hey, you're going to have to take a break. We all know about his gambling past or whatever else. Michael talks about it in episode 4. But I want to talk a little bit about why people believe that. And 2, I forget where I was going with it. But, yeah, it's something else about Jordan as well that you just said about that. So let's take a quick break because we have to, because we're at the 12:50 mark.
Tim Hernandez wants you to focus on new and fun ways to get fit for yourself and your family, Troy.
I want to.
Okay, well, ID Life wants you to be healthier, have more energy, get better sleep, and achieve more focus as well.
I like the sleep part.
I know, my favorite. ID Life is a health and wellness company that is revolutionizing the industry with customized nutrition. The ID Life name stands for Individually Designed Life and was founded on the principle that no two people are alike. So
Jay
everyone,
and I are way different.
You guys are so different. I mean, even your heights are super different. Tim Hernandez is your guy in the Quad Cities to offer you personalized guidance that is tailored specifically to your health factors, personal goals, and heights. Do you have health problems that may be holding you back? The doctors and scientists develop what nutrients you should be taking and what supplements will benefit you the most. Troy and Jay, separately. Go to qchealth.idlife.com to sign up for an unconditional, no questions asked, 30-day money-back guarantee. Call Tim Hernandez today at 563-508-7221 so he can show you that what makes ID Life different is you.
You like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is UFC Hall of Famer Pat Miletich. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
These are uncertain times, but we at First Midwest Bank remain strong, remain committed to our clients, to our communities. And we want those who are uncertain in these uncertain times to know that even though we currently all need to stay apart, we are all in this together. First Midwest Bank. To learn more about how we're helping our clients adjust through this difficult period, visit firstmidwest.com. Member FDIC.
Golick and Wingo.
Obviously, we all want sports to be back as soon as it can be and the fans packed. But, the other part is, will the fans be willing to be packed, right? I mean, that's part of this process. And we saw that survey where 70+% of them were saying, hey, until there's a vaccine, I don't think I'm going to be rubbing elbows with people that I don't know.
Well, and I think that's the other part of this is until there's a vaccine. And we've heard the timeline of that for that originally was 12 to 18 months. And we've heard some signs that we might be further along in that process and getting towards something like that. Like, that's when you're talking about anything even closely resembling the old normal, right? Like, correct. You're not packing stadiums or anything even close to that until you've got a vaccine, because the flu doesn't go away. Like, that's the one comparison I'm sort of okay with making with the flu at this point, considering what a cluster that was for a while. Like, it doesn't go away, but you just have the means to control things a little better.
Golick and Wingo. Mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader. ESPN 1170 AM.
I'm just gonna run to the garage.
Oh, wow. Are you okay?
We've got to do something about this floor.
Like Dave's garage? Tailored Living just put in epoxy. Looks great, and it's textured.
There's way too much junk in here.
Actually, Tailored Living pulled everything out, put it all back, and got rid of what they didn't want for free.
What are you waiting for?
Right. I'll get them here for an estimate.
estimate.
No, help me up. Call Brett today at 309-429-6270. Book your free consultation and choose from a limitless color selection for your garage or basement today.
Car old? Need it sold? Get rid of that old car and do a good deed at the same time. It's the Arrowhead Ranch Annual Auto Auction coming soon to Coal Valley. That's right, it's back. Donate your car, truck, SUV, or motorcycle, and if you live within 40 miles of Coal Valley, they will even pick it up, even if it doesn't run. All donations are tax deductible. Call 309-799-7044 or visit them online at arrowheadyouth.org. Car old? Need it sold? Arrowhead Ranch Annual Auto Auction. Stay tuned for an auction date in Coal Valley.
The Will Kane Show.
I don't think there's any hard and fast rule here. It's not that you have to win while your quarterback's on a rookie deal. I don't want to pay Dak $40 million because you don't have to. What I would argue is this: get a good deal. The main thing to do is avoid paying average quarterbacks as though they're great. That's when teams get in trouble. There's no hard and fast rule except don't be a moron. The commodity or the quality that's in short supply in every walk of life is self-awareness. Who am I? How good am I? What am I worth? And I think that teams honestly aren't self-aware enough about their window, how good they are, and how good their quarterback is. My biggest lesson, honestly, Fitz, is not, oh, you got to win with a quarterback on a rookie deal. It's not pay Dak, but don't pay him $40. It's just play smart business. Don't overpay. Be self-aware. Who is your guy and pay him at that rate.
The Will Kane Show, 2 till 5 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
You're right on par in your M&M golf car.
M&M Golf Cars, your authorized Club Car dealer, invites you to check out the new Onward by Club Car. Onward's new all accessories personalize nearly every detail to fit your lifestyle. Customize yours at mmgolfcars.com. 0% financing for 48 months through the end of June. M&M Golf Cars, Bettendorf.
In your M&M golf car, M&M golf cars.
Crystal clear sports in the palm of your hand. Download the ESPN 1170 app today and listen to the Quad City Sports Leader anywhere. This is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
And we are back in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish.
He'll give you all the details. Like, even while talking to him, I'm like, I don't know what all this means, but it is best ball. That'll be on May 25th of this year, and you set up your tee time. You'll send your card. You'll turn in your card with your name on it, your scores and everything. They'll flight it. This is all stuff over my head. Let's do it. And it's a 4-man best ball Memorial Day out there. But like I said, call out there to set up tee times. Big Mike's working things, always working things to get people
Doing
out
the
there.
bowl dance, feeling the flow.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever golfed that course before.
They're gonna have food out there too that they'll serve in front of the clubhouse, but really the price gets wonky, like if you want a card or if you don't. So he just said, go ahead and call out there for details. He'd love to answer your questions. And who wouldn't like to have a conversation with the golf enthusiast if you're running a golf course, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
You know, instead of just us talking about it, he gets to talk to someone else about golf. And
So what are the details of this again? Can you
Best
repeat?
ball.
Best ball. They're
Yeah.
doing a competition.
Memorial
Okay.
Day. Yeah.
Sign up now.
We'll have the day
It's on
off.
Monday.
Sign up now.
$525. That's not how much it costs. That's the
Right.
date. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. We were talking before we went to the break, and the idea that many people have said Jordan left basketball because David Stern gets on him about gambling. And obviously in episodes 5 and 6, there's talk of it. He takes a 3-week, after the Jordan rules, he takes a 3-week where he freezes out the media. And finally he grabs none other than Ahmad Rashad.
His man.
His man. Who at one point, I'm sorry, when he's telling another story, I don't know if it's episode 5 or 6, he actually looks up from the table he's at, and you know he's looking across the room at Jordan when he's telling a story. If you go back and watch 5 or 6, I can't remember the exact point, but I watch it and I'm like, he's looking at Jordan. Because there's a lot of times when Jordan tells, if you listen to the director, Jason Hare, like there's a lot of times Jordan tells stories and he laughs and he looks across the room. He's looking over Jason Hare's shoulder, looking at Ahmad. Ahmad's there the entire time.
Sure.
Filling up, like either giving him a cigar or filling up his drink. I don't know.
Or
But
they had
Ahmad's there.
conversations
He's not with
before.
Felicia Rashad, I can tell you that much.
Well,
So, he gets interview with Ahmad Rashad. He has sunglasses on. It doesn't look good.
Uh-oh.
When he's saying, I'm just saying what people looked at it that way. Okay. There are certain stories out there.
So
about
what are the stories?
One is that when talking about in baseball, Jordan says, just off the cuff, they're like, hey, would you ever come back to basketball? And he says, if they'll have me back. And then more importantly, he says, if David Stern lets me back in the league. That's a tip, all right? But it's just one of those things that's...
Because he retired. You have to... The commissioner has to
That's
approve your return.
It's a tongue-in-cheek because he knows they'll have him
But
back.
it could be a zing. It could be a little
There
zing.
is a
he's-
story.
little stinger he's putting in there. You know?
According to when Bill Simmons overheard, that was told by somebody who was there. Iverson wrote a rap album in 2000, and there was offensive lyrics.
Allen
And-
Iverson did?
Yeah, and David Stern wanted an apology out of him. And Iverson was just kind of like, man, you know, there's a lot of things out there that are offensive on this. Apparently, one of the albums, it was called 40 Bars, and certain things like he had references to women. Women, it'll still run or whatever.
Allen Iverson had references to women.
It's not been plugging in right.
Shocker.
Whole time.
I don't know what to tell you. We'll figure it out here.
What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Here. Everything else is plugged in.
Technical difficulties, these guys.
It's still on. It's still running though, by the way, too, right?
No, it's completely dead.
No, I mean the Facebook's still running. So there were references to women, blacks, homosexuals, and lyrics that could be
nice.
offensive. But it was overheard that Stern said to Allen Iverson, "Don't make me do what I did to Michael." So that's where another thing comes out that people believe that. Now, is it true? I don't know. I think by most accounts, people believe that he had destroyed, beaten, annihilated, embarrassed anybody that was compared on his level. And he just wanted something new. A competitor wants something new.
Who are you calling a competitor? Who are you?
Well, when they said Clyde the Glide, he said, he's good. He's not on my level.
Okay.
If it was Jordan, when he won his championship, he's like, now I'm up there with Magic and Bird. And we saw what he did with Magic and Bird.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he never beat Bird in the playoffs, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Bird
0-6
retired,
against
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
But that was early in his career, small sample size or whatever else. But there really wasn't when you look at it.
Wait, Larry Bird, you mean like one of the best basketball players of all time over Michael Jordan?
Yeah, I didn't say that. I said over Shaq. I said he was a better shooter than Shaq. That's what I said. Write that down.
No, you said Magic.
In the documentary, Kobe's
and Magic.
Yeah. Kobe's in his first year.
Better shooter. Better shooter.
So he
Better
hasn't
shooter.
gotten to where he is yet, and Shaq is relatively brand new as well. And Shaq hadn't even gotten in the league yet, had he?
This thing's shoddy, dude. You keep saying it's not plugged in.
All right. Well, let's just talk, though, because it's still going on on Facebook Live. Don't worry about that.
It's all right.
All right? Hey, look at me. Are
It's
you
okay. It's gonna be
doing different
okay.
camera angles and everything else?
It's going to be okay.
No, but I'm just trying to make it work.
So that's kind of the point, is if it's
just dead.
basically like you don't have competition more. That goes back to my theory that I don't think the Roadrunner would ever eat the Wile E. Coyote if he caught him.
We've had this conversation.
That's what I think. I think the Roadrunner would be like,
Because that's his purpose
Man,
in life.
yeah.
You mean the other way around?
oh, yeah, the other way
okay.
around. Sorry. Gosh, I did that second day in a row.
Yeah.
I did the
Gotcha,
gift
that's
card
it.
thing yesterday.
Hey,
now
that's
this.
That's what I'm here for.
Wile E. Coyote. Yeah, Wile E. Coyote would let the Roadrunner go.
Yeah.
That's
He
purpose.
wouldn't know what to do if you caught him. Or
He could have no purpose
He could
left.
take a baseball.
caught her.
if he actually-
Is Roadrunner a female?
That's a good question.
No, it's a boy.
You sure?
It's a boy.
You sure?
It's a boy.
Roadrunner male or female?
I would say boy.
It's a male.
Well, let's do the Levitard. Put it on the poll.
All right.
Is Roadrunner a male or
I'm gonna say
female?
female before I do any research.
It's a male. They're both males.
Mimi.
Meh.
Beep beep. So,
Who did the voice?
Mel Blanc.
There you go.
How does
Now,
he know
the
that?
other thing that was the big deal and still is gaining traction is Michael Jordan and his quote, Republicans buy sneakers too. I've known about this quote
forever.
Yeah. Jordan said that it's not to Charles Barkley. I'm not the role model. You know, Charles Barkley's like, I'm not a role model. You know, I don't want to be a role model. I'm a basketball player. I never asked to be a role model. Don't say I'm a role model. Don't put me in that category. Jordan just said he never saw himself as a role model. He said, I see myself as a basketball player.
And he never wanted to be an activist.
Yeah. And he said, I don't think that statement needs to be corrected because I said it in jest on a bus with Horace Grant and Scottie Pippen. It was thrown off the cuff. My mother asked me to do a PSA for Harvey Gantt. And I said, look, Mom, I'm not speaking out of pocket about someone that I don't know, but I will send him a contribution to support him, which is what I did. And he said, off the air, T, right? I do commend Ali for standing up for what he believed in, but I never thought of myself as an activist. I thought of myself as a basketball player. I wasn't a politician when I was playing my sport. I was focused on my craft. Was that selfish? Probably. But that was my energy. That's where my energy was.
Okay.
And I think he even goes on to say, if you don't like the fact or whatever that I'm doing, if what I do doesn't match up with what you need, then find someone else.
I say it doesn't matter.
To be your role model. Or
I
to
say
be
it doesn't matter. I say when you're in a position that they're in, you're automatically a role model, whether you want to be or not.
This is one of the several times.
At the same time, if you're out there and you need this athlete to be a role model in your life, that's more of a.
And it's common.
That's a you thing.
So
it's not a me thing. It's an urban communities thing.
No. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you, but if you need a role model in your life as an athlete, it's because someone else didn't step up in your life, and that's not.
Of course.
That's not on the athlete. That's on you or on.
But it doesn't matter if you're in the limelight. You're making millions of dollars to play a game. You're a role model. You are something that people strive to be, especially children. So you have to act that way.
No,
Former President Barack Obama did discuss Jordan's comments, saying that as a young activist, he wished Jordan had said more on the subject. He said, I'll be honest, when it was reported that Michael said Republicans buy sneakers too, for somebody who was at the time preparing for a career in civil rights law and knowing what Jesse Helms stood for, you would have wanted to see Michael push harder on that. He went on to say, on the other hand, he was still trying to figure it out. How am I managing this image that has been created around me? How do I live up to it? Jordan then turns around and doubles down in the documentary and says, it's never going to be enough for everybody, and I know that. I realize that because everybody has a preconceived idea for what I should do and what I shouldn't do. The way I go about my life is I set examples. If it inspires you, great.
There you go, right here.
I will continue to do that. If it doesn't, then maybe I'm not the person you should be following.
I agree with that. I agree with both sides. I agree with what he just said, but I also agree that you taking that position, you made it. You made it. You're an athlete. You came from nothing. You made it. So you're automatically a role model. You know what I mean? So what you do with that now is your choice.
Here's the deal. He was.
I look up people that have
but he
made
was
it.
being a role model. He was doing everything that was right. Just because your moral sensitivities, and I'm not saying they are this, just because let's say the person's moral sensitivities are against gambling, the gambling he's doing is not illegal.
No, and I
He
don't
never
agree
broke
with
the
him.
law.
I don't agree with
The only
his
thing
gambling
that-
being
you
a problem.
No, the only thing that he's trying to say and what's going on
I
here
encourage it.
is all
Yeah,
these
same.
people.
I do. I really do.
All these people encouraged him they wanted him to be something he wasn't.
Exactly.
And when he decided he didn't want to be what you wanted him to be,
Right. I get
then
it.
they had a problem.
I get it.
Listen, that's the same thing that Ali said. I'm not
Adults-
going to be listen, when Ali didn't want to go to the war, he goes, I'm not going to be the champion you want me to be. I'm going to be the champion I want to be.
Exactly.
Mike's saying that, and Mike is saying the same damn
Don't
thing.
have a problem with me.
Right.
Mike is saying the same damn thing.
I agree.
Except he's saying, I don't have to speak up or
I'm
speak out
talking
against
about
this because
children.
I'm doing it.
I'm talking about little boys and girls looking up to him, coming from the hood, making it, and going all the way. They're
He
going to
didn't-
look up to him. Gambling, they don't even understand gambling. Adults shouldn't tell other adults what the hell to do ever, period, point blank.
Well,
Or what they expect from
I'm
them.
sorry. My daughter's not going to sit there and her role model is going to be me. Period.
Okay, well.
I'm sorry. That's going to be it.
She's screwed.
And Amy. I
Yeah.
know she's screwed, but whatever. I'm just saying.
But if Michael
Maybe
Jordan was
it'll
a
be
role
Jay.
model.
mindset,
But it's
though.
going
I
to
like
be
your
people.
mindset.
But it's going to be somebody that I know that has strong character.
You don't have a
that
say
I
in
know
it.
personally.
Who she looks.
Yeah, I do have
no,
a say in
you
it.
don't. I looked up to people that my parents didn't approve of. I looked up to people for different reasons. You look up to people for different reasons. And urban kids come from
Listen, I admired athletes and I wanted to be things, but but at no means just because Michael Jordan did something did I ever want to do it.
No, that's not how it goes.
Real simple. You're right.
Yeah, it is how it works.
You're right, Bomber, that you can look up to other people. A child's first hero or superhero is their father or mother. It doesn't matter who's ever there. That's their first hero, superhero.
Absolutely it
period.
is.
Now they get to that superhero, that hero, introduces them to the world of reading and understanding things and comprehension. And then they take them to the library and they read autobiographies and they say, look at what this person did. Now, it could be biographies, autobiographies. They could be skewed one way or the other, but they look at it and go,
Captain America.
I want to do this stuff, or a graphic novel,
Or
and
television.
I want to be like this
They
person.
watch television.
And that's where it progresses from there. But
They come up with
you
their
hopefully-
own idols eventually that you don't have a say in.
And sometimes those idols fall.
Of course,
yes.
And you don't hold it against them. You use that as an example.
You shouldn't fall from
As a
what
parent,
these
you
these
should-
standards you set yourself.
you should
don't-
be able
you don't
to-
fall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if I idolize Michael Jordan, him falling is never going to change my opinion of him. He's still the GOAT. He's always going to be the GOAT. He's
He
still
never
going to be.
fell.
But my point is, when other people try to make him fall or use something against him, it doesn't affect me looking up to him for what he has accomplished. It doesn't take away from his accomplishment.
I don't really think I ever looked up to him.
I
I
always
just
have.
really just appreciated him.
Bingo.
I don't really
Just
think.
love
yeah.
the fact that I got to live at a time where I got to see that.
Maybe that's just it. Maybe that's the whole thing. Maybe I've just never looked at those guys and I'm just like, man, I really like their game, what they do out there.
You didn't look up to him, like,
Seriously, Jay, even right now.
I think they have
as a grown man.
age thing right there. The age that you were at when he was.
Yeah,
you know,
14?
Surge when I was
13,
yeah
15?
I was
So I was
guess.
a little bit younger, so maybe I might have looked up to him a little bit more, as to where you're more already just appreciating him and just thankful for him.
Yeah, and within
Listen.
6 years, I knew about his antics in hotels and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because
See, I
of
was too young to
travel
know
and-
about any of that.
Yeah, and,
Right.
and 18, 19, 20-year-old women that worked at these hotels that were like, hey, Jordan and Ahmad were in. And I was like, whoa, this guy is in the squeaky clean. And it
let's
didn't
be
bother
honest,
me, though.
I didn't idolize him for his morals or values. I idolized him for his athletic ability
There you
and the overcoming his childhood.
he didn't have much to overcome.
He did.
He did he really?
He wasn't
really,
Kaepernick.
Leah?
He wasn't Kaepernick. He didn't
No,
grow up in a
he
gated
had a
community.
strong
Well,
family
he had a
background.
great family background, great parents who even into his
He wasn't
into
he
his
didn't have Pip's
career.
background, that's for certain.
Yeah,
Right, and Pippen even more. Pippen was one of my favorites too.
Pippen had a lot to deal with that Michael didn't have to deal with.
Shaq as well.
But
Well, I wouldn't say Shaq had a terrible background. His real father was
They
terrible,
come,
but
they come
his
from the public
stepdad-
school system. They came from urban neighborhoods. They came from where the
Shaq
odds
came
were
from a
against
military
them, though.
family. Shaq came from a military family with strong structure, with a strong father figure.
But they came from odds against them. Is my
no,
point.
I don't think he
his
did. I think
stepfather
you're wrong
was
on that.
military.
Yes.
Yeah, it
that's
was
what I
his
said.
biological father. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
his stepfather was military, and that's
Yeah.
who raised him, and that's who Shaq calls his father.
Yeah.
And by the way, Shaq had a great upbringing. If you ask him,
Eddie,
still
Eddie
overcame
says
more
on the
than I-
Harrington's Pub
than I ever
Facebook
could
comment
have.
thread, if you played basketball, you wanted to be like Mike. Yeah, absolutely. And I didn't play basketball. I still again. I liked him.
You didn't?
I actually no. My nerf hoop.
He played center.
Yeah. So I still think I needed to jump off my desk to get to the nerf hoop.
I've seen Jay hoop. It's all right.
No, he isn't.
No,
He's not.
it's not. No, it's not. I tell you, I
I'd love
want
to
a
play
Jordans.
one-on-one with Jay. I would honestly like to play one-on-one.
yeah, I never had a pair.
He's
of Jordans.
quicker than me though.
I
and in
never
better
had a
shape.
pair. Of
I own a
Jordans.
pair currently.
Do you?
Yeah, they're green and white ones I got for St. Patrick's
Oh,
Day
but
this year.
that's the original version.
You own a pair of what?
That's the
Jordans.
That's the
Oh.
those. That's
Who
does it?
that's
the
series
one.
one.
That's,
Yeah.
that's the
I
very
did
first
have
edition.
I did have a pair of those Converse ones though. That
Oh,
they all had.
I wish
I
I
I
had
have
it
his
does,
20, his 23
So
jersey.
I never
I'll wear it
had-
tomorrow.
I never had
Converse
his,
weapon. Was that the weapon? Converse weapons.
I had a pair of Rodmans. Ironically, his
Rodman
shoes.
had shoes.
Oh my gosh, yes, they're awesome.
I have his piercings.
Yeah.
Where?
I'm not telling.
In a jar on a nightstand at home with candles lit around it.
Your grandma is watching.
Hi, Grandma. She knows I have piercings.
Prove it.
I don't think
loves
she
me
knows about. I
anyway.
don't think she knows about your Prince Albert. All right.
Okay. Grandma.
You started.
But no,
it.
it's funny that Eddie says that you want to be like Mike because they even have that in the thing where it's
Well, yeah, you did.
you know
But,
where
I mean,
Charles
but-
is walking down to the 92 and he's like, sometimes I dream.
Yeah.
He is me. And then the other thing is to see a
Like to
Gatorade.
be like Mike.
To see a Gatorade bottle in glass.
Yeah.
That was strange to see.
That was cool. I remember that.
I still love glass.
Yeah.
I think 7 and 8 is going to be fun. I do think there's going to be that dark period, and that's the one that I've been kind of prepping people for.
Yeah, I'm saving myself to watch the entire thing, binge watch it at the end myself after everybody else gets their fix on it.
It's hard to watch it with kids.
I also just started Too Hot to Handle today.
Oh, is it good?
Oh yeah, we also call it F Island.
F Island.
Too hot.
You seen that one yet, Jay?
That's I've made it through. Come on, search. I made it through
You
two.
took my bait finally.
I made it through 2 episodes.
He already wrote a report on
so the thing is this. All right, so Too Hot to Handle is where they all meet together, and then it's on Netflix. It's basically, it's like are you
T-Roy, are you familiar with this at all?
No. It's like the
You're gonna like this one.
It's like The Bachelor.
Hey, you know me.
It's called Blue Balls TV. Is what it's
What?
called. Yeah.
It's like The
Yeah,
Bachelor.
okay. It's,
Hold on.
so
naked?
F Island.
You can't touch. You get attracted, you get turned on, and then
So
you can't
is
do
there
anything.
nudity?
No, they get them all together.
But is the new?
Like the most beautiful people in the world.
Yeah, from all over.
I'm not there.
They get them
Okay.
together. They give them booze, everything else. They get to
wasn't
know
Is
each
Bomber
other,
on
and
the
then
show?
They give.
I was excited.
T-Roy, hear us out. The
Yeah.
first, so they all get there. They know they're on a reality game show.
Yeah.
They don't know why they're there yet. They don't know the rules yet. They're one by one, or maybe a couple pairs come out at the same time of all these people. They're all just mingling. And they're like, oh my goodness, look at this person. Oh my gosh, look at this person. Oh, this person's hot. Holy crap, this is going to be fun. We're
Yeah.
about to have some fun here for the next month. And then they drop on them. So almost 12 hours goes by, and they finally tell them the rules that for the next month, the duration, they have $100,000 in the pot. For winner or winners, they don't know who's going to win.
They can't touch each other?
Nope.
No heavy petting.
No kissing.
No kissing. No sexual relations of all kinds.
And they're in their 20s.
And no self-gratification.
Early 20s.
The sheer amount of contestants that didn't know what self-gratification meant was very fun for me. What's that mean? No masturbating. Okay, got it.
Oh, no.
Leah lost
Nothing.
already.
Not male on male.
You
not
guys won't watch The Circle of
Female
Love
on
is Blind,
female.
but you guys are all in on this.
I'm
F
not.
Island.
Whoa, I'm just finding out about this.
T-Roy.
By the way,
You guys would be out before I would
Hey,
be.
wanna have some
You guys
margarita?
would all be out.
Oh, goodness.
I would last longer than all y'all. Easy peasy lemon
Some-
freaking squeezy, because I wouldn't be squeezing no lemons, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, get a pint of Fireball in you and then see what happens.
It doesn't mean I'm squeezing any lemons. You can pass out.
So T-Roy, want to have some margaritas and watch F Island later?
I unlike J Money, I have responsibilities in life, so otherwise I would.
Dude, I would win. You guys wouldn't even last a weekend.
Oh, gosh.
I do want to get back to this. I started watching Hollywood by the
The
Saint by Ryan
self-gratification
Murphy.
part would be
Yeah,
tough.
I'm not a fan.
Did you watch it?
It's slow.
It was
Weird.
just way too quick. Weird.
Yeah.
Like it
It
wasn't
was
a build
weird
up.
from the first 10 minutes of it.
I agree.
I finished Outer Banks, though. I'm proud of
I
myself.
didn't watch that.
I'm proud of
Which
myself.
one? Ooh, I'll tell you what show started.
You excited there,
what's that?
T-Roy?
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot. Billions started back up.
Yeah,
man.
I gotta get into
Oh,
this.
I love
All
me
right.
some Billions.
Before I go to break,
God, I
Before
get
we-
squirrel
before-
right.
before
Serge.
we go to break.
Squirreled the hell out of that, dude.
Before we go to break, and ESPN broke down the best World Series of all time, and we're going to take a look and make our list of best World Series. I will also tell you that I broke down and started watching Listen to Your Heart.
Listen to your
You broke down, like, twisted your arm into watching this one.
After week 2, I was like,
All right, hold on. What the
are we
hell is Listen to
doing?
Your Heart? And is it because if it plays the song she's singing?
well, I'm assuming it's The Bachelor meets American Idol.
Did Bachelor
Yeah, they
something
produced
in
it.
Paradise start last night?
No, that's Listen to Your Heart. I'm gonna, yeah, that was Listen to Your
Is
Heart.
it a Friday?
That was Listen to Your Heart.
it's
No,
a
Bachelor
beautiful
in Paradise.
Tuesday.
I don't know if it's gonna
Feels like
happen.
Friday.
Anyway,
I don't know
so
why.
that's gonna recap of the terrible things that we're
I'm just
watching.
having fun. I was bored with the
We'll
video.
come back. Let's
you
talk
guys.
about the best World Series. ESPN ranked the best World Series of all time. Every single one of them.
What day is it? July?
I don't know.
During
Who cares?
all of the coronavirus times, we want to recommend that you continue to use our friends from Locals Love Us because they're going to let you know who's open, who's not,
Who has the best Taco Tuesday specials, T-Roy?
who's hot, and who's
Who
got
is-
what you need.
who
All
wants
you
my
got to
Taco
do
Tuesday
is
Monday?
find a Locals Love Us guide or go to their table of contacts to find what you're looking for or localsloveus.com. Click on Quad Cities, browse your favorites, and my boy Chopper will tell you what in the heck is going on.
Yes,
That's
Chopper.
Locals Love Us. They're your guide to the best.
You like that?
Get to the
You
chop.
like that?
Give me a hell yeah. I said, give me a hell yeah.
This is Bobby Metcalf from the Quad City Times, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
These are uncertain times, but we at First Midwest Bank remain strong, remain committed to our clients, to our communities. And we want those who are uncertain in these uncertain times to know that even though we currently all need to stay apart, we are all in this together. First Midwest Bank. To learn more about how we're helping our clients adjust through this difficult period, visit firstmidwest.com. Member FDIC.
Escúchame, it is the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
Brooks Koepka put up a picture yesterday of a steak with asparagus. And then Christian Smith sees this photograph and says, meanwhile, people can't make their bills, but it's so nice you have an expensive dinner. Christian Smith doubles down with tone deaf. And Brooks Koepka comes back at him with, what have you done to help, big guy? And then here's the third person entering the mix. Scott Van Pelt makes an appearance and says, the guy is having a steak. You're really doing this? Why are people like this? It's such a good question. Why are people like this? Guillermo put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Why are people like this? Yes or no?
I think it's the asparagus. I mean,
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Attention homeowners! We know March, April, and May mean mild weather and the slowest months of the year for our business. So we've got great news for you. TMI is slashing prices and giving away deluxe furnaces for half price with the purchase of air conditioning. That's right, half price furnaces. Great utility and manufacturer rebates, plus this half-off sale means huge savings. Don't miss out on this opportunity to get the best deal of the year. Estimates are free, so call today. TMI, heating, air conditioning, and plumbing.
Golick and Wingo.
I'm done with all you coaches talking about how you don't like the transfer portal. You can all stick it as far as I'm concerned. I mean, that's getting ridiculous about how you can do what you want, and that's cool. Again, I'm fine with that, but I absolutely think that a player should have one freebie move, and I'm done with you coaches and talking about that. You know, and players being able to have a little bit of movement on their side.
Coaches need to be a lot smarter on how they
a lot
address
quieter.
That.
You know,
Golick and Wingo, mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
By sheltering in place, the only way to see your friends, loved ones, and favorite locations is with those memories captured from your camera. By visiting thecameracorner.com, you can print them from home, your smartphone, or virtually anywhere. Print your picture cameracorner.com using the promo code PRINT30 and save 30% when you pay online. That's right, 30% savings on your online printing. Curbside pickups available too. Just call when you arrive. Your memories begin with a visit to thecameracorner.com or at the corner of Eastern and Kimberly Road, Davenport. Capture a memory today. Big Brothers Big Sisters is in need of plant sale volunteers Wednesday, May 6th through Friday, May 8th. Now is a great time to volunteer for a 3-hour shift to load deliveries into cars or be a delivery driver dropping off flower orders on customers' porches. This is a great way to support one-to-one youth mentoring in the Quad Cities. Social distancing will be in practice during this event. To volunteer, go to plantsale.org and click to volunteer.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KPOB, Davenport.
Hey, everybody, we're back live in the Hassle Castle. And you know what it is. It's Don't Hassle So Local, AM 1170.
I want to thank everyone for listening on ESPN 1170 AM. And for those of you that are listening on the app, if you don't have the app on your phone, go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download ESPN 1170 AM. Thank you for those that are also listening on your computer at ESPN1170am.com, where you can also find such things as some of the crazy things I write about. I just wrote over the weekend about the birth of gonzo journalism, Hunter S. Thompson, when he was sent to cover the 1970 Kentucky Derby. There's an article that it was in Scanlan's monthly
Gonzo
journalism.
So what's the definition of that?
Gonzo journalism is it's a social critique, and it's a personal satire. So basically, what we're used to, and it's kind of like even what you do here. All right, this is Gonzo journalism. Instead of your old sports things, your old timey type of thing, like they lay down a bunt in the second inning. We've talked about that, or like break down the X's and O's of the triangle offense. It's talking about your life. It's thrown in there, giving your personal experience. Is some of it fictionalized? Some of it, Hunter S. Thompson, what he wrote about. I mean, if you read the thing, it was in Scanlan's Monthly. It was only it only lasted 2 years. It was more political muckraking than anything else. Okay. All right. But he went to cover the Kentucky Derby, and when he went down, and he's a Louisville native. Okay. So what he went down there to do is he wanted to, in Scanlan too, it was not about the horses and the mint juleps and the people that are out there. He's like, we want the degenerates, the people that are just out there to just get hammered and lose money, and they've done all this stuff. And it starts from the very thing. I read the whole thing. It's easily 10 to 15 minute read to read the entire thing, and it was published in 1970, June of 1970. But the Derby week started, I think, like May 1st of that year. So 50 years ago, the Gonzo journalism thing. And then, and it takes you through the entire thing, and you just feel like you're there. And ESPN did a short 30 for 30, which is also on the ESPN1170am.com thing that I wrote about the birth of it. And that's 12 minutes long, and it is still just the craziest ride ever that you're like, people live like this. I mean, we've all had stories like the story of like, hey, this is what we did. We hung out, we did this and that, and you're like, you did what? And this person did this and that next. It's right up there. It's
threw up in a wagon.
Yeah.
And then we had to pull everybody back in that same radio flyer. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. The whole thing kind of does that. All right. So
I was making that up.
But that's on ESPN 1170. I want to thank everyone. Make sure you go out and like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Same thing with ESPN 1170. Go do that as well.
Nice Canadian tuxedo, by the way, Leah.
Sam Miller
It's my jacket. I wear it all the time.
yesterday posted the painstaking thing of ranking every World Series in Major League Baseball history. And
that had to take some time.
It had to take some time. But that's where we're at in the COVID era.
No, I threw together 7. That's
Okay.
all I could think of that were memorable to me. So
soon as someone says that and you start ranking them, you have your own thing. But you started writing them right away, T-Ray.
And I didn't rank them in any particular order. They were memorable to me for whatever reason.
Yes.
And let's see if do they ring true with this top 10.
Let's see.
Okay. You want to start at 10?
Sam says, hey, it's based on my opinion.
Right.
But he gave 4 primary factors. 1, game leverage index. It's from baseballreference.com. Measures how close the game is on each play and how likely the next play is to shift each team's chances of winning. A game that's close for 9 innings and won by a walk-off in the 10th will rate much higher than one in which a team jumps ahead early and runs away with it. 2, championship leverage index, at the baseball gauge. It's similar to game leverage, except it includes how close the series itself is. A 7-game series will rate much better than a sweep. So those things are analytics. Now you have to throw in how memorable the series was. For example, he throws in the 1988 World Series wasn't particularly close, but it produces instant recall for 1 inning alone. And then finally 4, how historically significant it was and how satisfying that history is. Now, what would you like to go through? He ranks all 115 World Series.
I added an 8th, but I need help on the year.
Just for point of reference from our history of what we know.
Mm-hmm.
Ranked real low is the 1989 Age of the Giants, known more as the earthquake game.
I didn't have that.
These are very, very low. This one was 114.
Okay.
113 is the 2000 Red Sox over the Rockies in 4. 111 is 2012 Giants over the Tigers in 4. 2000 and then 109 2008 Phillies over the Rays in 5. As you can see, the easier it is, like the sweeps, they're going to be, I don't know, how do you want to do this, higher or lower on the ranking,
What year was it that Boston lost to Cincinnati, but Game 6 was when Pudge hit the home run?
76 or 77?
No, it could have been 76. Well, I thought 76 was the Yankees-Dodgers 3-home run game.
How about 75? 75 is the year.
We'll say 75.
75 is the year you're thinking of. They lost to Cincinnati Reds. You trying to tell me I had to go see About a Girl?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
waving it. Yeah, it's 75.
Yeah, but that's a memorable World Series.
It's 75.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I have 8.
You have 8. Let's see if any of your 8 are in their top 10. How's that?
Okay.
Hold on a second. I gotta get the list. I gotta get my.
Can you believe that was 45 years ago, Jay?
What?
45 years ago.
20,
Yeah.
25, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I wasn't
75.
even
Yeah.
born
Wow.
yet.
Carlton Fisk home run 45 years ago.
All right. So you're. Let's see. Let's see if any of yours is in the top 10. Your 8 that you have. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Give me one.
Well, we'll start with that one. The 75 Boston-Cincinnati series.
Okay.
The 75 Boston World Series is your guess, right?
Yeah.
All right. The 75. What am I looking for? Ranked number 1.
Oh, wow.
Ranked number 1.
Look at me. Wow.
Killing it.
Some of mine won't be, just because I know how his index went.
Your theme song should be the Jaws theme song.
All right, what else do you have? Yeah, the Reds over the Red Sox in 7. The series leverage is 1st. The game leverage is 5th. The story goes that the iconic shot of Carlton Fisk waving his Game 6 home run to stay fair was an accident.
Okay.
The cameraman, Louis Gerard, was supposed to follow the ball, but he told his producer he couldn't, that there was a rat on my leg as big as a cat. I've heard this before. There was a rat on his leg, yeah. So he's up there in the.
Despite all my rage, there's still just a rat on my
monster,
leg.
Yeah. So he just kept the
Saturday
camera
night.
on Fisk, a shot out of character with broadcast. So yeah.
Fire today, Serge. Okay.
All right.
All right, I'll give you a number. 'Cause now that I know that I'm onto something here.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 0-1.
Mm-hmm.
The Yankees lose to the Diamondbacks, Game 7.
You get a Ric Flair. What? Come on. Ric Flair. Woo! Number 6 on the list. The 2001 Diamondbacks over the Yankees. That is the one. Yeah. Mariano Rivera's on the mound. Gonzalez is at the plate. Who scores a winning run right now? I'd like to tell you, but I know the guy who got that hit, who was on first base and he was pinch run for. It was Mark Grace who got that hit, that run that came in. He was pinch run for.
Yep.
And Luis Gonzalez had the flutter
Yeah,
off
Gonzalez.
of Mario
Yep.
Reno.
Luis Gonzalez had it. Yep.
Okay, 91 Braves Twins.
91 Braves twin. Number 2 on the list.
Good job.
Dang.
Number 2. Tom Kelly wanted to pull Jack Morris before the 10th inning of Game 7. Morris wanted to stay in. Kelly consulted the pitching coach. He said, Morris might as well keep going. Okay, Kelly said. It's just a game. It's Game 7 in the 10th inning.
You're killing it.
We're not doing too bad so far. All right.
There will be some tough ones, but you're doing great.
I'm doing good. I don't know if I hear it's going to get hard,
Mhm.
but I think I'm onto something. 93 Toronto Philly.
Okay, let me do some search here. T-Roy, if you want to beat me to the punch on anything, that's fine. Toronto Philly, 93. I'm looking at...
Not top 10.
No.
I don't think so.
Hey, you get one free pass.
Well, that's all right. I'll see where it's ranked. That was the Joe Carter home run off of Mitch Williams. I want to say that was Game 7, but I don't recall that fact very well.
Yeah, that was the only walk-off, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a game set. That's actually 27th.
Okay. Well, I'm out of top 10.
Good memory, though.
Okay.
Yep.
We're 7 on that. Okay. 76 series, Yankees Dodgers.
76
I want to say this still went 6 or 7 games. But Reggie Jackson had the 3 home run performance in this series, and I can't remember which game that was.
See, I don't want to start messing up and losing sheets here or anything. Not in the top. But I want to make sure I'm getting everything in order here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, you said 76?
Yep.
No, not in the top. And but the thing is, that's a really good one. 7. Where's 7 at? Ah, man. I don't want to mess anything up here. Sounds like right.
Just keep them in order as you flip.
I appreciate.
Jay.
I appreciate you.
Sounds to me, if you got one through, you just keep. You start at one and you work your way down and you flip.
I know. I just get excited
and then they stay in order
I'm like,
that way.
And I'm clicking woo at the same time.
Ric Flair, woo!
Right.
I mean, I'm just trying to help. I'm not
It
trying
seems
to.
obvious to you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's the way it reads. It reads differently.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
it
with
reads
you.
up. It reads up.
Read
Do you
left
see
to right,
76
not right
anywhere,
to left.
Serge?
No, I can't find this.
All
All right, we'll come back to that.
Yeah, come
one.
back to that.
Well, one that I loved, the 16 series.
Cubs
series.
That's got to be up there.
It's not up there.
What?
Why wouldn't it be up
How
there?
is that not up there?
Man, there was a lot of angst in that series.
Yeah. See, keep going, and then I'll find it. I'll come back.
Where are you getting your information?
What am I?
ESPN.
Sam Miller. Yeah.
Serge on. I'm with you.
Do you see it, Serge?
I'm still looking, buddy.
Is it really that far down?
Yeah, where is it?
The rest of mine are probably just
number 12.
Cubs
how did I
is?
miss that? Oh, it's right on the cusp.
Oh.
Not a whole lot written about that one.
No,
There
just
should
went
be.
quick, yeah.
Why? Because it's Chicago?
No.
Illinois?
See the one I have down,
Forgotten.
the one I have down, and I know he throws all these indexes into it, but it's memorable to me because it ended things. I had the 04 series where Boston ends the curse down.
Yeah, that should be up there.
I mean, to me that makes you had the bloody sock in that, but they sweep the Cardinals. So by this guy's criteria, it's going to be far down. And then the other one I had in my 8 was the 88 Dodgers Oakland.
That one's pretty high.
Because Oakland was so unbeatable, and for the Dodgers to
8 or 9
to win that.
You said you going back to the was it Blue Jays over Phillies?
Yeah.
That was 27.
Yep.
We
had that
said
at
that.
27.
Yeah,
Okay, you had
missed
that
the
one.
12, but yeah.
Which one are we missing?
We're still looking for 76. Dodgers Yankees, I believe. Is that not Dodgers Yankees? It could be 77.
81.
No, this would have been like 76 or 77, and I think it's 76. Could be wrong.
I'm gonna get here. I'm not flipping through this anymore. I can use it. I can scroll.
Riveting.
Riveting.
I like.
No, the 88's up there high, and it just like you said, it's because more of the. It was the.
Where was 88 at?
Get in a second. I'm tired of flipping through this. I'm getting vertigo.
Here, I'll flip through it, and then you can scroll through it.
Okay.
And I'll see what
remember, everything reads up. If it's out of order, don't yell at me. Well, I'm sure
it's
you're
out of order, Jay. Way to go.
You're out of order.
At least he used a highlighter.
I'm out of
though.
order.
Look at him.
You're out of order.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one I forgot about.
Yeah, what's that?
Mets over Red Sox.
86, Mets Red Sox.
Yeah, I don't know how you could not put that in your top ones.
Yeah, I forgot
I mean, that
about
went to Game 7. Obviously, Game 6 was the Buckner game. Let's see. So you said the 76, right? Yeah. See, there's a lot in here that I'm like, as a baseball historian, everyone's like, this is great. This is awesome. I mean, I wouldn't want to talk too much about the 1925 Pirates over the Senators in 7.
88 is Dodgers A's. That's a 25.
Well, look at you go.
Nice.
25. See, look at me.
That was on your list, too.
Yeah, not too bad.
Hey. How about nobody called the 1934?
No, I know. That's weird, huh? The Cardinals or the Tigers in 7?
I haven't gone back and watched that one.
How do you guys
I had that 66th on my list, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ty Cobb was 20 years old, just won the batting title. Cubs shut him down.
Fernando Valenzuela. I remember that.
Good old 07. 1907.
Oh, good old 07. Standing in line
Is
for
there
bread.
any out there that I think like should
Memories.
be higher or lower?
29 A's over the Cubs in 5. That hurt.
Dang, I'm gonna take this home with me.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah.
That's,
I'm gonna quiz Cooper on it later.
Serge, at number 35, White Sox over the Astros in 4. Did you think that the game leverage is at 1?
Number 1?
Number 1, and that's what got it the highest. But then the series leverage is 56. But yeah, it's really don't. Did you think it would be higher or lower?
Maybe a little bit higher, but not much. I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can on this. Okay, and some of you guys
Come on.
The
listening out there
69 Mets over Orioles probably should have been higher. Just because of the what the Mets did as a
69 Mets,
season,
right.
but I guess as a World Series in itself.
The Cubs one should be higher.
Than 12? Yeah, rain delay, everything else,
Yeah, 7 games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the White Sox over the Astros 05. I understand that one being about where it's at because it was a sweep, but
that's going to be known more as the AJ Pierzynski, right?
I think I'm wrong. I think
that wasn't
Dodger,
the series though.
It wasn't. I didn't think so. Okay,
I think that's 77 that Dodger one because they played back to back, and I got 78 in here ranked higher.
Who did they play? A's.
Dodgers Yankees.
So
I'm looking for 77, not 76.
I'm just trying to see what the ones that are recent.
Dodgers Yankees right here,
I do think
78.
there's bias in here.
Yeah, but I'm looking for 77.
Had 50, the 96 Yankees over the Braves in 6.
Yeah,
remember where it was for
Here
that?
it is.
I don't like
Shout out to the OP for that one.
77. That was the 77.
I seriously think I
that
don't
was
care.
Number 90.
The games weren't close until Game 7. I do think the 2019 World Series should be higher than 51. Nationals or Astros in 7. I know they weren't close, but I mean to have the road team win every game,
right?
That's got to
3
be
in Game 6.
It's got to be effective.
Reggie hit 3 home runs in the clinching Game 6 of that one that's ranked 90, by the way, the 1977 series. That was the first World Series I remember. Everybody, I was 6.
The first World Series you remember?
1977.
And mine was 1984.
I was 2.
I wasn't paying attention to the 83 World Series.
04 Boston one. I don't know. I didn't look for that one.
Wow. I like how they call it when the Cardinals win. They call it long but forgettable.
Yeah, they're little quips at the end of these.
Did anybody find the 04 one Boston St. Louis?
But didn't they sweep
What
them?
year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be much. I'll scroll.
I wasn't looking for that one, right?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they came back. They were down 0-3 to the Yankees that year, and then they swept. So let's see here. The Marlins over the Indians in 7 should be higher than 82 and 97. It was a really, really good series. I don't care what he says that the wrong team won. That was a really good series. That one should not be 82. I completely disagree with that. I don't care where that's at. Royals over Cardinals in 7 and 85 should be much higher too. The Don Dickinger series. I mean, some of these hold up over.
One of my favorites, Jay, was
here.
1960,
Yeah, that's ranked number 70.
with the Red Sox over the Robins. That was a real memorable one for me.
Yeah, over the Robins. Yeah,
The Robins. Did Batman play?
well, even the ones that go 8 games in the best of 9. I mean, those are the solid ones.
Well, I thought I didn't. I still had 1, 2, 3. I had 3 in the top 10 and 1 top 12.
I have no idea.
And then I had a couple top 30s.
Yeah, T-Rod, you were on. This list is tough.
Well, I know.
You did great.
But he did it. He used a metric system.
Right.
Like I'm using
what was memorable for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Like things I remember. All right. Okay, I remember this.
He did
one.
that a little
And
bit,
obviously, why the 77 one, the first one I remember, and Reggie Jackson jacks 3 home runs.
Right.
Jacks him.
Mr. October.
Yeah.
He just jacks those home runs.
Yeah.
Reggie. Meet a Reggie.
And then the 88 one to me was
I love
just
listening
huge
to you
to
guys. I love listening to you guys talk about decades before I was born. It's amazing.
The thing was, I dreamt about you then. It was so funny. Yeah, it was great.
Isn't it though?
You're like the future pain in my ass.
I mean, you had the ones out there right away, the top ones.
Is 1919 on there at all, Jay?
Yes.
It's number 100 and what the
Saints.
Black Sox?
The Black Sox.
Yeah.
It's number 115.
1913's on here.
Number 115. It's the
they're all
115
on
and
there.
115. Yeah.
1911.
They're all ranked, but yeah.
I meant you know what I mean. I meant it higher up.
Nope.
Oh.
It is the very.
And you would
lowest of
think
them
to
all.
me, like, to me, that would be one that would rank higher.
Can we just cut this
'Cause
out and frame
historical?
it? The
'Cause it's
1908.
Because
Right,
of the
put that in the
historical
parameters.
meanings. Yeah.
Yeah, he put that in the parameters.
Same as
but
the
he
Red
just
Sox.
completely let it go.
Okay, the Red Sox breaking the streak, breaking the curse. That was
Last time
huge.
We won, baby.
Like they had to rewrite the ending to a movie that was in production because of that. That was the year when Fever Pitch was being made.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
To think, and what I brought up about that too is that the previous series they became the only team to come back down,
Right.
3-0,
Right.
to win it.
And okay, so the Cubs won, coming back from being down 3-1 to come back to Game 7 to win.
No, I don't know.
You guys, I miss
Right.
baseball so much.
I know. Let's take a break and then talk about what we're going to do with our Cinco de Mayo. Where we're going to spend our dineros.
We need to start our own Sandlot Club.
Our pesos for tacos on Taco Tuesday.
I might have a drink of surge.
Por favor, me jalas en la de las puertas.
Oh my God, do it
CC.
again.
We got to take a break, though.
¿Dónde están los
Taco
bibliotecas,
Tuesday.
ya?
You're at the Hassel Castle.
Vamos a la Front Street Brewery.
I love the way he does that. Do it in Spanish, Espanol.
¿Dónde están los Front
I
Street,
can't
Leroy?
translate that fast in my head. I can't say brew. I do not. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo se dice brew pub? My 3 years of Spanish sucks. Anyway, Front Street Brewery, oldest brew pub in Iowa, nestled right along the bank of the Mississippi. It's serving Davenport since 1992 with awesome beers. Right now, everyone, the restaurant is open for carry-out delivery. They are at 208 East River Drive in the tap room. You can get all of your growlers filled there. Check out the Facebook page for all the specials they can have at the 2 places, or visit the webpage at www.frontstreetbrew.com. Those are our friends from Front Street Brewery.
¿Dónde están los servicios?
I said, give me a hell yeah.
This is WQAD's Matt Randazzo, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
With the loss of a loved one, planning a fitting service can be a real challenge. At Whelan Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory, with our personalized service and attention to detail, you can be confident the service will be everything you wished for. We've been serving families in our area for generations. We would be privileged to serve yours too. Whelan Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory, Rock Island, Milan, Reynolds, and the Knox Chapel.
See, very intrigued by the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
Did you see what happened with Kyle Rudolph? Because it reminded me of you for all of the wrong reasons. Kyle Rudolph went to Twitter and pointed out that a media member had asked him for his gloves that he cheated to win the game against the Saints with. And he said, sure, for charity, of course. I'll even sign them for you since it's for charity. And then he gave it to the media member, then saw it being sold on eBay for $375 plus $6 of shipping, and just pointed out that that was wrong. And not only is it wrong, it's fireable.
Listen, I have since apologized. I mean,
you apologize? You've been leaving messages on Kyle Rudolph's machine?
Yeah, Rudy.
Charity's the name of my wife.
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Renewal by Anderson.
In these challenging times, the and safety of your home is more important than ever. And Renewal by Anderson is open and here to help you. Whether your windows and doors need to be replaced due to age, or your window and door needs are related to safety, security, or damage, we are here for you. We are offering virtual appointments, safe distance consultations, and more. Renewal by Anderson is practicing CDC guidelines to keep your family safe. Plus, we're offering flexible financing options catered to your needs during these uncertain times. No money down, no payments, no interest for 24 months. That's 2 full years. Right now, buy 2 windows or doors and get one 60% off. Text ZOOM to 96714 for more information. That's ZOOM to 96714, and remember, we're here to help.
Renewal by Anderson. We love our new windows.
It's 4 a.m. Monday, and you're literally sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. Man, that's love. And if you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. To make sure your child's in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the-right seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. It's 4 a.m. and you're sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. If you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the-right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
These are uncertain times, but we at First Midwest Bank remain strong, remain committed to our clients, to our communities. And we want those who are uncertain in these uncertain times to know that even though we currently all need to stay apart, we are all in this
Sunrise Satellite and dish.
He meant the sound.
Oh.
So the very first cartoon of
I'm going to
These
find
are
this
so
out
mean.
again.
Roadrunner Wile E.
Pick on me 'cause
Coyote
I'm
by
really
Warner
good.
Brothers is called The Fast and the
Fast and the Furriest.
Furriest. And Roadrunner is indeed
Roadrunner
a
is a
male.
male, yes.
I said that initially. I did.
Okay.
I did. You can rewind and watch it.
We just got done looking at Tom Miller's
But it's all right.
ESPN from ESPN.com, the best World Series of all time.
He had
ranked.
some good one. I mean, you got to go with it.
The best World
Yeah,
Series
that
of all time
86,
is the
that
Cubs.
86 Mets,
Cubs and
86
the
Mets,
Nationals.
Boston. That has to be up there too.
Cubs and the Nationals, baby.
And you said that was at like 4.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that definitely should have
The
had that.
titles of the rest of these are
4 Major League Baseball players have had at least 3 30-30 seasons.
4
Major League Baseball players have had at least 3 30-30, meaning 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases.
They had
in a single
3
season.
in their career.
Yes, have had at least 3. At least, meaning some have probably had more.
At least 3.
Yeah.
Okay. One of them is Jose Canseco.
Hold on a second. 4 Major League Baseball players have had at least 3 30-30. Get away from the 40-40. All right, 30-30, that area right there.
All right, but he's one of them.
No. He's 40-40.
Yeah,
He's
but
the very
he's
first.
had 3
I know.
30-30s.
Yes, he hasn't had 3 30-30s.
Okay, then I'm wrong.
Yeah. 4 Major League Baseball players have had at least 3 30-30s seasons. None of them are in the Hall of Fame.
Darryl Strawberry.
Wait, I'm ready. I'm not ready. There's 4 of them or 3.
There's 4.
Darryl Strawberry.
Okay.
Eric Davis.
Ken Griffey Jr. 30-30?
Tim Raines.
Rock.
I don't think Rock Raines ever hit 30 in the season. 1 season.
I said the
Could
Nationals.
be wrong.
Kyle.
I don't have a 4th one. Who do we got?
I'll give you a hint. 2 starred for the Giants. Starred, meaning that this doesn't mean their entire career they were Giants. 2 starred for the Giants. 2 starred in New York.
Bobby Bonds.
Bobby Bonds is 1.
I don't even know what we're talking about. You guys suck.
I got Darryl Strawberry, Eric Davis, Bobby Bonds. I don't know.
Bobby has a son.
Barry?
Barry. He did it in 1990, 92, 95, and 1997.
Ooh, back when he
So
wore
Bobby
like a
and
size
Barry.
7 1/4 hat.
Bobby did it 5 times.
More than that.
In 69. No, nothing. 73, 75, 77, 78.
Oh, look at the restraint over here on
I
F
was-
Island.
I'm trying to be an adult.
The
today.
other one did
My
it. Now,
grandma's
he
watching.
did star in New York, but he also played in other places like the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. That did it 3 times. He did it 4 times. Alfonso Soriano did it in 2002, 3, 5, and 6. And then finally, Howard Johnson himself did it.
Hojo.
Yep.
So I wasn't right at all.
91, 89, and 87. That is a fantastic trivia question.
I'm so lost right now.
Yeah.
Hojo.
What are they doing? What are they accomplishing? What are they winning? What is happening? Where am I? What
30
month
they
is
hit
it?
30 home runs and 30 stolen bases in a season.
Oh, okay. See, I needed that specification before we went on, but that's cool.
He did say it out loud.
Yeah, I wasn't listening.
What? What did I say? I did say it out loud.
I don't
What?
know. You're like a parent to me. I listen when I want to.
Wait, you're a parent. Like, don't say it like that.
But I mean, you're like authority-ish.
Well,
apparently.
You know what you are? You're an NC Dino.
What does that mean?
Well, that's a,
What's an NC Dino?
The baseball team from Korea.
Whatever.
You've been here for 2 hours, right?
It better be sexy. That's all I care about.
Well, they're
Swole Daddy.
Yeah, their mascot looks pretty.
Mascot's buff.
Yeah, he looks good.
Okay, I'll
I'd say
take it
so.
then. I'll
Tinder
take
profile right there.
So during the
Swole Daddy.
Corona, the COVID, are you guys going to do anything for Cinco de Mayo?
Yes, I'm gonna drink 5 drinks per hour.
Are they all going to be margaritas?
They're
or?
all gonna have alcohol in them.
Yeah.
That's the only
That's it?
promise I'm giving. And then I'm gonna pass out by 5 o'clock. in honor of Cinco.
Hi, Grandma.
Grandma, you're babysitting.
It's been a rough weekend, y'all. Cheers. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Will you do it for me, Serge? Please, Telemundo. Please.
Leah, ¿por qué?
Tell me that's not the sexiest voice in the world right there.
T-Roy,
Jay,
any plans?
I want to hear Jay do it.
I mean,
¿Por qué?
I don't have a lot going on.
I'm just saying, nothing. You guys didn't
What are you
wake
gonna
up and
do?
you're like Cinco de Mayo.
I didn't think it was. We're having.
Look at the weather right now.
We're having
You
beef
bring it-
stew for dinner. So
Beef
it's in the
stew?
crock pot. I'm sorry.
In the
I had
crock pot?
tacos last night. I got so excited I couldn't wait.
Yeah, I ate tacos yesterday.
It's
I've eaten
raining the entire
You know what?
way.
To be totally honest with you guys, during this whole lockdown thing, I've had tacos probably 4 times a week.
I have tacos like 4 times a week when we're not locked down.
Dude,
all right?
no, it's bad. Like I
like
threw
tacos.
my scale away because
By
I was
the
like,
way,
I don't want to know.
find that the Ortega hard shells are the best hard shells.
No, I order it for delivery. I don't
disagree.
cook.
Well,
Which one do you like?
La Banditas.
I like Koya's.
Fat or
Delivery.
low-fat, soft-shell flour tortillas are my
No, I said hard shell.
Oh, hard shell?
What's your favorite hard shell?
I don't care.
I don't
Our
do
boy
hard
Lobo's
shell.
going to be sold out everywhere, he said.
Before it is, get your orders in. I have some down at the
Yes.
bar myself, but Lobo's been busting his butt, man.
Yeah, he's got great salsa.
I'll probably have to swing by QC Fuel and pick some up.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, don't go to 1117 and get it, Jay.
Well, by the time I'm done here today, you'll probably already be done for the day. Or else I would. I'd follow you right there. But I have Sandy's show right after this.
Sandy.
Oh, Sandy, I love
Sandy.
So no, I think we're
Sandy.
gonna. Again, we wanted to like tailgate in a parking lot, but
I wasn't invited. Thanks for that.
No, for Cinco de Mayo, but I think we're gonna probably just.
For those of you who
Be
don't
at our
habla
house.
español, Cinco de Mayo is the 5th of May.
I don't even know. I don't even know like, enough
Spanish
Spanish
for the Niña.
to do the voiceover. All I know is the
Bambino.
Go
LJS is to Bambino. Is that? Did I say something?
I don't know.
I don't even know what I said.
So enjoy your beef stew
mi
tonight.
amor, ti amo, mi amor.
I
love
will.
them all. Stu, you
I know
have
that
stew?
Mia Moore because Color Me Bad had that song in
You
the 90s.
would know it because of Color Me Bad.
Yeah, thank you.
Adore
Wait, no,
me
you know who else I like?
more.
All right, quick. Best, all right, recording artist, Hispanic background.
Ricky Martin.
He's the best.
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez over Selena? What about Menudo?
Santana, mofo.
Gloria
Ricky Martin was in Menudo.
Santana.
Oh, yeah, see, even better.
Oh, man.
What about Gloria Estefan?
No, Santana. Number one. Numero uno is Santana.
Ricky
I
Martin
dated a
was in
guy that
Menudo.
worked for
Menudo was
him,
legit.
too.
The Menudo was like right there. as a
Menudo
boy
is a
band.
delicious soup.
It
First of
was a
all,
boy band.
It's Marty Robbins.
Okay, I'd rather eat it than listen to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5.
Back in the West Texas
I'm
town
telling-
of El Paso.
No, I tell you what.
I fell in love with
If
a
Selena's on
Mexican
television,
woman.
I'm watching it.
Selena will be number 1. Yep.
Selena. Yeah, that's Selena.
That's when you just do the washing machine dance.
Who's the
I know how to do it. Is you
Who's
guys
the one that
it's
does
a
the song
cumbia.
from Zootopia?
It's called the cumbia.
What's that?
Who's the one from
you
Brazil? From
cultureless swine.
Zootopia.
Oh, that's Shakira.
Shakira.
She's not. She's Colombian. We don't
Yeah,
count that.
She's Brazilian.
What do you
and
mean
she's-
we?
By the way, it's Latin. It counts.
Does it?
Yeah.
She goes, my favorite line in her song ever, and don't get me wrong, I think women are beautiful, and you know this.
No.
But she says, so you don't confuse my with mountains. I'm like, girl, nobody would ever confuse those.
I mean, I wonder if there's a pay gap
We're not
wage between
confusing-
her and Ricky Martin.
We are not
And
confusing.
there you go. There's the alpha to the omega. Way to bring it back.
Is it?
Way to bring it back to the very
Is
beginning.
there
not
a pay gap
confusing-
wage between the
Can
who's
I-
made more money in their lifetime?
Can I even
Ricky
finish my
or
sentence?
Shakira? No.
Are you going to confuse an A cup with mountains?
No.
Just asking. Okay, I just wanted to write that down.
It's
Let
all
me write
about
that
the-
down. She does have a booty,
1, 2,
It's all about
3,
the
4.
bass.
Come on, baby, say you love me 5, 6, 7 times.
Don't forget about
All
Gloria
right.
Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine.
Yeah.
She's Cuban.
That's
she's
Latin,
Cuban.
Jay. It
She's
still counts.
Cuban.
We can't just say Mexican.
She's classic.
Anyway.
She's an icon.
Go out there and
She's an
support
icon.
all of our friends, especially like Lobo Salsa. Can't forget about Snoop either, though.
We got Rudy's down in the village. You got
Rudy's
Rudy's
stuff
is
going
not
on.
in Spanish, but I love Rudy's.
I did not win the Mask
okay.
Margarita over the
Oh,
weekend.
No.
Rudy's is my jam.
Rudy's, Sancho's. We have to give a shout out to them.
My jam as well.
Azteca.
Saw
friends down
BK at Home Depot this
And then our friends down at Jimmy O's are doing a bunch of tacos and stuff today, too. With their
Totally not
curbside.
Mexican.
No, not at all, but their tacos are awesome.
Los Agaves. They've
Yep.
got some killer street tacos.
Was Agave's dust?
Oh yeah, they got good street tacos.
We had Pancheros over the weekend.
Pancheros
on Friday was great.
Koya's in Illinois is one of my favorites. I order from them 3 times a week.
You guys enjoy yourselves today. Thanks for being in here today,
Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Let's try to smile through this rain.
Adios, Hassel Nation.
And enjoy our Cinco de Mayo.
Do it again, Daddy. Do it again.
Adios, los molestias de Hassel Nation.
I want to know if you've ever seen the rain.
Enjoy yourselves, Quad City. Stay safe and
This is my
sanitize. We'll
favorite.
see you tomorrow.